Hello everyone, welcome. Jackknife Roy, sorry. Welcome in, appreciate the follow there, pal. How are we everyone? Hope we're good. Welcome to the bonus stream. Obviously Thursdays aren't normally our stream nights, are they? We normally do Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Winkinator's in as well with a follow. Appreciate you, Winkinator, very kind, thank you very much. Obviously though, tonight is a bit special because we're 12 games away from promotion, at least. Hopefully, the title. Looking at the poll, it's split. It's split. Absolutely. Of course, second is fine. We end up third. All equal votes. So I guess that's probably what we're expecting, to be honest. Cobbler Sean, welcome in. How are we? Stephanopoulos is here as well. Franco is in. Martin's here. Clue's here. Render is in. Snake Eyes as well. Of course, nice to see you, Snake Eyes. Hope everyone's good. You know what? Welcome to everyone who's chilling out in the background as well. We've got 12 games to get through. We might as well make a start. Evening, Winkinator as well. Lovely to see you. Hope you're good. Thank you very much for being part of the action tonight. Cobbler Sean, middle-aged man with a beard and glasses, here to support the prince himself. Now, of course, that could be me. Could be me, to be honest. But you know what? We're all here. There's my Glegs as well. So we're all part of the same crew. This, of course, as we say, this is where we are. We are 12 games from the title. We are 1 point clear of Ajalo. We are 9 points clear of Levidiarkos. Okay? And then we are 14 points clear of Kalamata. So, I'm not going to say it out loud. I want you lot to think it. And between us, we can all sort of agree that that probably seems reasonable, right? We've been top most of the season. There's a little bit where we went back to the second. Lowest we've been as fourth. We've been pretty good, to be honest, all year. We've managed to score goals. There's a 5-1 there, a 4-3 there, a 3-0 there, 3-1, 6-2, 5-1, 4-1, 4-1 again, 3-1. Doing pretty decent, but there was a 3-1 defeat here against Ajalo. They smashed us, absolutely battered us. We lost to Levidiarkos as well. We lost to Eolipoli and also Heracles as well, which again is pretty poor result teams to lose against. Poor in terms of the fact that they are like our rivals, so that's what makes it poor, not as in like they were bad teams. But four wins on the bounce, 4-3, and then 3 clean sheets in a row. Olympiacos B, A, K, B next. They're currently 17th and 15th. Obviously, they can't get promoted either. Luffy, nice to see you, pal. Hope you're good. Then we go with Heracles. Then we go with Niki Valu. That's a derby game. Kavala, Eolipoli, so that's a tough month there, March. Pauk B, they can't go B either. Chania, Levidiarkos, Guchkas, who are 19th, Macedonicus, the 18th, and Panashai are the final match at home. Things are going to be fine, aren't they? Absolutely fine. Completely fine. Now that Super Mario's out for 2 months. So there's the run-in. There's our striker out. Obviously, big news we had yesterday was that Doumbia has agreed to go and join Standard Liège next season on a free transfer. So we're not even getting any single penny for him. Zero skill, GR, welcome in, pal. Nice to have you here. Hope you're good. So, yeah, that's a shame that we've lost Doumbia. We also run the risk of losing Salufé because he's out of contract in the summer as well, as pretty much everybody is, to be honest. You're from Thessalonica as well, so appreciate you being in. Thank you very much. We're getting loads of Greek viewers now coming through, and it's great. I love it. I really, really like the fact that we can now get that. So he still wouldn't be interested in renewing the contract. That's a worry. But Olympiacos and Panathinaikos as well are both interested. So, well, I guess if we can make it to the promised lands, then maybe we can get him signed. But I think it's going to be, we might end up losing him on a free as well, which is not going to be good. We have tried to renew it. He keeps shooting us down. We'll try it one more time, but I think obviously the main thing is we have to get promoted first of all. He's not having it. He's still not having it. Like the Moon in for 6 months on the sub. Thank you very much for that. Like the Moon, very, very kind indeed. Appreciate the support. You wonderful human being, you. So, any change in plan at this point? with regards to teams, can't do much. He discussed it with his agent first. He doesn't want it. He genuinely doesn't want it, Franco. We've asked his agent before, and his agent just went, nah, not really. We've asked him before. He's went, nah, not really. So he's very clear about the fact he doesn't want it at this point. So we'll see what we can do. You know. Look, say contract demands wouldn't be interested in renewing his contract. It would require Larisa squad to be significantly improved. So maybe we could we might do something in the summer if we get promoted. Maybe we can get someone in through the door. That'd be quite handy. Luke Nillis has been offered a job at PAOK Salonika. Now that's a worry. Because obviously we would like him to stay. Okay, right, fine. He's gonna. I mean, he's probably not gonna stay, is he? So there's our set piece coach, possibly on the way out as well. Great. Ortman's possibly gonna be running things down as well. Let's maybe give him a new contract. Shall we? Let's boost his wages significantly and be like, hey, how's about a load of extra money? Does that work? See if that can stave him off. Look back at Generation 4. Possibly, Franco. I think that might be the way we'll do it. So it's a frustrating part of being down in the second division, but I guess it's sort of, it's reality, innit? That's what it's like. Like we, in a sense, we took, there's Jean out for 4 weeks as well now. We took Doumbia from the Black Stars in a similar situation, really. Like, you know, we signed him from them in January for nothing. Like they didn't get a single penny. They'd have been looking, going, oh, it would have been nice to have at least got a transfer fee for him. He didn't renew his contract. We then moved in. Luke Nillis has gone to PAOK Salonika. So that's frustrating. Because I was very happy with Luke Nillis in there. So yeah, so it appears as though the team is being just cherry-picked apart before we even get to the promised land. So, yeah, could be interesting tonight. We'll see how we get on. Things might end up getting a bit hairy. Who knows? But I'm sure it'll all be fine. Luke Nillis has luked out. Yes. I do like that. I like that a lot. Ortman can go up front. Marcus Jarni, of course, has been injured, so he's on the bench now. In fact, Doumbia actually can go back in. Ortman can stay on the bench for now. Faye is in there. Petralis can, of course, be replaced by Liavias, Delejanidis, Dieng, Ndoy, Apostolarkis. These are players that should theoretically be taking us to the next step. Just keep us getting on, injured in the next training session anyway. Let's just, you know, we've got 12. Let's talk in cliches tonight. We've got 12 cup finals to get through. First one is this one against Olympiacos, and hopefully, I reckon 10 wins will see us through. Maybe. I mean, we're only 1 point clear, so it doesn't leave much wiggle room. But we shall see. So keep your eyes on Ajalo, of course, with their score updates. Ibagatha whips the ball in, claimed by Christa Georgios. Very well handled indeed. Cleared up. Nicely headed down. Kunteritis, who found a bit of a rich vein of form in the last stream. I think there was a point where he scored, was it 4 goals in 2 games? He got a perfect hat-trick in one match. It was brilliant. Even at Meet Wolf, welcome in, pal. Kunteritis is through there. That's Costa, I think, with a header. So yeah, of course, Olympiacos being AKB and PAOK Salonika B, they can't get promoted, so it doesn't necessarily matter where they finish in the league. But it's also not fair that they're in the league. Dieng just nods it wide. Oh. He's been deadly from set pieces. Set piece coach deserts us. The first one, Dieng nods it wide. Kunteritis cuts back inside. Doumbia. That's Demishan. He's been brilliant as well since he's come in alone. Good cross in. Oof. Dubia! 13 goals for the season so far. Look, yes, he's going, but, let's just celebrate him while he's here. Let him applaud every single goal he scores, because whatever he scores is going to be important. Yeah. Costa doing the getting involved there. Kuntarit's back for Doumbia. It almost seemed like it was harder to miss than it was. Like, there's just too many options there, to be honest. Nitru in with the spinny goals. Like that. Ajalo have taken the lead against Panios. Oh, nearly an own goal. Nearly an own goal. Obviously, I should be pointing out as well, our goal difference is far superior to Igalos and Levidiakos as well. In fact, everybody in the league. Kuntarit's great ball back. Doumbia. 2-0. Now we're going. Beautiful football. Absolutely beautiful football. Delajanidis, Dieng. That's our centre-half Dieng there, by the way. Ball over the top. Kuntarit's. Great ball in. I think he's playing his way into our thinking, Kuntarit's for next season. Can he make the step up to the top division, do you reckon? We might have a decision to make. Because I don't know if we'll get Demircan back. Hopefully. Fingers crossed he might let Bayern Munich 2 might let him go again, but Kuntarit's is currently on a 9.2. He's having a great game. And there has been moments this season where he's just not looked the part, so... Oh, horrible tackle. He's got to go. Straight red, ref. 3-match ban as well. Easily. Terrible tackle. It's gone right through the back of Salou. Let's bring Salou off in the second half as well, actually, because he's already starting to tire as well, so we don't want to risk him getting injured. But 10 men now from Olympiakos. Long throw. Nodded away. And then held by Christa Georgios. Nothing silly, boys. Just see ourselves into half-time. Salou. Ball into Costa. Kuntarit's. Gives it away. Delajanidis wins it back. Great ball. Demircan. Doumbia. Oh, evening, bearded child. Welcome in, pal. How are we? The Monsters are happy tonight. We are flying in this match. We look the part. We definitely look the part. I know, no, true. It was great, but great move as well, wasn't it? That's the power of RDF emotes. Well, this is the thing, I reckon FM hears you. And sadly, I do a podcast with RDF, so he's going to, whatever he says, my system's going to pick up on as well. Obviously, if you haven't listened to this week's Football FM show, then please do yourself a favour, drop a listen on it, subscribe via your podcast platforms. Come join us on YouTube as well. And if you're really feeling fancy, come and join us on Patreon. We've got a bonus episode dropping tomorrow with my friend, very, very funny comedian Danny Deegan. So we're going to be chatting some shit on that. And even though it's behind a paywall, I have had to cut 3 bits out. So just to give you an idea as to where we are on that one. So yeah, three bits cut out of a 1 hour episode. It's great. I think there needs to be an extra tier of Patreon to find the uncut version. Evening Z80, how are you, buddy? Welcome in. Natru, are you trying to say you've not heard the news? Oh, that's the Everton thing, isn't it? Everton 2-0. Who are Everton playing? Playing Newcastle. Get in. Oh, headed, punched away. Oh, great save. Great save. Exactly, Scott. You tell them. There's no mods in to tell you off, but I'll let that slide. Yeah, go on. It's difficult when the streamer's just like, yeah, that's my views as well, actually. What are you saying about my club? Sunderland fans need to stick together. Yeah, absolutely. Especially now we're on the manager hunt as well. What a ball through, Costa. Great save by the keeper. Incredible cross. Ball's in. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring Ndoye off. Actually, Dieng off. I'm going to put Radelsson on. Because we can. 6'7" with jumping reach of 20. Game's won in it, 2-0. It's good, isn't it? I like this. This is a promotion track and a half, right? That's what you want, like blasting through the stereo. Through the stereo. How old can I be? Oh yeah, if you want to get that on your tape deck, that'll be brilliant. Tune into FM radio. Looks like they're running at the defence. Yeah, let them run. Let them run. Tie themselves out. Promotion is ours, says Snake Eyes. I'm all on board, Snake Eyes. Yeah, I think you could be right. I think you could be right. Dance to this, you cool young cats. The players are sat motionless in the changing rooms. Yeah, that's 100% it, Sean. 100%. You like on It's Always Sunny when like Frank's there, like, we want the young people to bob with us. What do you mean bob with us? Well, it's bob with us. Sexual. The Pecan Sandies. Tony Chilton and Charlie Mephian with Tiesto. We need something a bit more like Ibiza. Brent mused. I mean, as sad and depressing as that was to watch on TV, it is just like, oh yeah, that's incredible. It's great telly, but it's like it's really sad when you're like, this is actually real. I've not turned my lights on. Hang on 2 seconds. There we go. Extra bit of light in the background for us. Bit of depth. 2-0. Right, first match done. 11 more games to go. Ajalo. How did Ajalo get on? They beat Panionios 1-0, but look at that. 18 goal difference. Forget the lights, get the flares out. Exactly. What did they say? No pyro, no party. Get the monsters. The monsters need to sort this one out. Get a big tifo going up as well. Get the rave on. Top two starting to get a bit of daylight now, says JLR. Nice to see you, JLR. Hope you're good. Yeah, we've got a bit. I think, what's that now? That's 12 points between us and Lividiakos. Hutchin with the prime 2 months for Hutch. Appreciate you, pal. Thank you very much for the support. Really means a lot. Thank you. Janikis goes home with an illness. Petralis is now happy. He was upset. That as a ball-winning midfielder, I was playing him ball-winning midfield. He's just like, I can't believe you're playing me here. I'm like, yeah. It's mad, isn't it? And now he's like, you know what? Maybe I'll stay. Zarate considering his options. Is he really? Interesting. Even Black Dragon, how are we, buddy? Nice to see you in. 11 games to go, my friend. 11 games to go. Costa's injured for 4 weeks now. What? The Greek FA are definitely trying to screw us over here, aren't they? 100 games for TJ. Let's have it. Celebrations. 100 games in, we're losing to AK, aren't we? We know that. That's how it's going to be. A lot of Greek lads looking totally baffled at the Makina blaring out. Where did he say this was from? Sunderland. 11 games and we're up. And a 100-layer trifle. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine the spoon I'd need for that? Ah, incredible. I'd have diabetes by the time I got to the bottom of the first dig. JLR doing well. Budapest Honved has been going really well. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Always interested to hear like people who are doing builder nations as well and seeing how they're getting up to. Because obviously there's many ways to do a builder nation. Does that say you're in first? Look at the disbelief. Like long-standing viewers. Fraser, welcome in, pal. I love that. Not just like, hey Tony, how's it going? Like it's like, are you first? Are you sure? Is there some sort of is there something wrong on your screen? Oh, I love that. I can't even argue back because you're right. It does look ridiculous. It does look ridiculous. Yes, we are. We are top to answer your question, Fraser. It is quite scary. It is quite scary to be there. The view looks amazing, but I feel like it's a bit treacherous underfoot. But hopefully we can stomp down a little bit and make ourselves at home. So we'll see how we get on. Saved and restart after we lost. How very dare you, Scott Games. Speaking of which, by the way, who was in on the raid last night? Who came in after us when we raided into that guy? What was he called? Yeah, it was like an American lad. He looked a little bit like Mac from Always Sunny. And let me get his name. I thought he was really good. I thought he was really, really good. Senchu Void, that's who it was that we raided into last night. If you stayed with us after our stream went offline, he basically, like, he had 4 games to save his save, really, because he was in the bottom tier and he was like 4th bottom, and like it was sort of full of like his mates and stuff that he put in, so he like edited his team in, and we managed to sort of like turn it around. So he lost his first game, I think, narrowly. Then he won the second game, and we were like, oh, okay, cool, like, you know, things are happening. And third game he was robbed, like he had like 3 penalties against him. Then the fourth game he was like sort of going like, all right, you know, everything's a bit like, it relies on I think he had to beat Slough or something in the final game of the season, and there was like a 10-goal swing needed, and he was like, what happens if, like, you know, like players get injured or something, like. And I was just like, sort of did the whole Mr. Burns thing, like, you know, like 1 player injury, yeah, that could happen. You know, 11 players, I'd like to see that. You know, players fall down all the time, and he decided at that point he was going to like sort of get into the in-game editor, and he was like sort of cancelling loans and stuff and sacking managers, and he lost the final game of the season. But it was a great stream, and like he was really entertaining. So I would definitely say, if you see him, right, like, check him out. He's really good. I'd not come across him before, but he was good company, and yeah, I would definitely suggest you give him a little look up, right? Senchu Void, that's the man's name there. He's like 15 followers away from 1,000, but seriously, he should be on 1,000 followers. Like last night alone, he should have hit that, because he was providing great entertainment. I don't know if he restarted or not, or what he did, but I was laughing my back. It was 1:30 when I went to bed. I was like, I can't believe I've stayed up to watch this guy's final few games. I was so invested. So invested, it was brilliant. Good cross in, headed over the top. I'm tipped over by the looks of it. Doumbia with a short corner. No. Keeping our eyes, of course, on Ajalo. So we've had 8 shots, 3 on target. AK not had anything yet. In fact, it looks like Ajalo might be losing because they're now 2 points behind us. Kuntaritis, Doumbia. Good ball in. Oh, keeper's punched it. It's fallen to Liavas. Decent effort from out wide. What's the latest scores say? Ajalo are losing to Levidiarkos. This is a huge match. Now, obviously, we need the win. That'll put us a few points clear. But even still, just as long as Ajalo drop a couple of points, that'll definitely help us in the in the title run. Doumbia. Here comes Ndoye. Salut. Let's go Crimson Horses. Oh, Kunteritis. You know what? I'm saying it now. That man is getting a new contract. He is staying at the club. He is pretty much... He's ground us out. He's got us some results, this boy. Great goals as well. Look at that. Pick that out. Right foot. Cuts inside. Bang. Leathers it. Ottoman free kick. Deflected over the top. Fraser Lloyd. Good to see that Sunderland aren't going for Shuey. They're lost. Yeah. I don't... Well, Ajalo just equalised. We'll talk about that as well. There is talk that they're after Will still. And... I don't know if I can see it happening. I think it would be strange to see it happen because obviously of where Reims are in League 1 at this moment in time. But I know I've joked about Will Still before, but it makes, like, you can see the thinking behind it. Like, he can speak French. That's the main thing. Like, because obviously we've got a lot of good young French players in there, or French-speaking players. So I think that will be something that's quite high up on Speakman's sort of like agenda. Here comes Doumbia off the post. So I can see why his name's on the shortlist. I do still think that it won't be... I don't think that there'll be a manager from England. I really don't. I can't see any of the obvious names being linked. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I think the way that the model is at Sunderland now, we've already joked on last night, I think it was, that it'll be like a turtleneck, trainer wearing, hipster glasses, German stats nerd or something. Like, do you know what I mean? It'll be that. So yeah, I like Will Still. I could see them seeing if they can talk to Reims. I could see the question being asked. Whether it comes off, I don't know, but I could see them asking a question. And, you know, like, even as, yes, of course, as Sunderland fans, we're probably slightly biased, but there is something about that job that is quite appealing, you know? It's a big job. It's a difficult job. It's a difficult job, but if you get it right, then it's a great job. But if you get it wrong, then it's going to be a really, really tough job. Like, you know, when we were at Plymouth the other week, I found him hard, modest and humble. It was Sunderland, or... Because, yeah, you guys properly humbled us. Or the fans. Yeah, well, I guess it's like... I think you've got to think that any Sunderland fan that's travelled to Plymouth has got to be... They're probably not going to be a wanker, because it takes far too long. Like, cocaine wears off before you've got to Plymouth, right? So there'll be that. And I just think, I think if you're going to go to Plymouth, then you're going to kind of like be half... I mean, there'll be a few knackers that'll turn up, obviously, of course, but on the whole, I think they'd be mostly decent, you know? I don't think Defoe's going to get the job at all. I think Defoe could be offered a job as a coach, and I'd be totally fine with that, you know? I have no problems with Defoe being offered a job as a coach and getting his badges and learning. Like, why not? But he won't be the manager, and he knows he won't be the manager either. But what I like about that is he's putting himself in the frame. Do you know what I mean? To be like, look, it's almost like he's sort of reminding people, going, look, the club means something to me. Like, I understand the position you're in. I know I'm not the guy, but hey, I would happily do it. And that's what you want. You want people to be in the situation where they want to take the job. Like, they want to be coming out going, yeah, you know what, son, yeah, I'll have a bit of that, thank you very much. It's like, we saw it when I was at Villa, and again, similar to Sunderland, like Borough had it, Leeds have obviously had it when they've gone down, Leicester. players turn up to these clubs, Sheffield Wednesday, of course. Players turn up to the clubs in League One and they're looking around and they see these big stadiums, these like big, massive stadiums compared to all the other stadiums in the league, and like it's historic clubs that used to, of course, be Premier League clubs. Players can't help but turn up and think they've made it when they sign for these clubs. So it's like, it's really difficult to find players that have got the right attitude to fit, and you don't want these people just going, oh great, I'm in League One, I'm in Sheffield Wednesday, God, look how mint am I. Like, you want players who are sort of going to be there and be like, fucking get in. Like, I'm at Sunderland, I'm at Middlesbrough, I'm at Leeds. Can't believe I've got my opportunity to play for Leeds. Like, you know, that's what you want. It is harsh on Mowbray, Wilsonia, but the thing is, there's two schools of thoughts with this, okay? One is that from the outside, it looks incredibly harsh. They're currently 9th. They finished 6th last season, scraped into the playoffs on the final day. I think they've been in the playoff mix for that season for like 12 minutes or something. And it was literally like that back end of the season, it was like the only time we'd been in the playoff mix. So there was no way that we should have been in the playoffs at all. There's no way we should be 9th at this point, to be honest. I've just had a little notification there. We've gone 5 matches without conceding a goal. Get in. Little notification just pops up. Iron Curtain. It's not the Iron Curtain, is it? But it's like like congratulations sort of thing. So in a sense, it looks really, really tough. We've massively overachieved in the last season, and of course this season as well, being 9th. Granted, we've lost 4 out of 5. That looks pretty bad. But there was a lot of talk. The problem is there was a lot of talk over the summer that they were touting to replace him. Now, I said at the time, I was like, that's stupid. Like, you can't get rid of Mowbray. He deserves the opportunity to at least have another season, because we're meant to only be one place above relegation, essentially. Like, we're not meant to be particularly high. Yeah? Obviously, the issue, you say there, Scott, like bigging up strikers, players don't link up. Yeah, that's all part and parcel of the problem. Like, he's I think for the type of football that we need to play, he's a great manager. And I think that he has adapted. And let me know your thoughts on this, Scott. I think he's adapted as well as he can do with working with directors of football and other people buying players for him. I think the only player he's really had a say in buying is Bradley Dack. We were helped no end last season by Ahmed Diallo, who was a ridiculously talented player, and probably one of the best players we've ever seen in a red and white shirt. Like, and that's not even being hyperbolic. That is like, he was that good. I think Jack Clark is an absolute superstar as well. Up front, we are so bad. Like, we've got so much. Like, we don't seem to have an idea. Like I thought last season when we had Ross Stewart out injured, that's what forced us to play a different way. We weren't then going to lump the ball up to Ross Stewart. We'd obviously have to try and play the ball on the floor. That played into the advantage of players like Ahmad, players like Patrick Roberts, players like Jack Clark. Is there a problem that whilst the Sunderland job is massive for the Championship, there's always going to be the thought of a fan base the size of Mowbray isn't big or exciting enough? 100%, Sean. You have hit the nail on the head right there. Like, what? Like, and this is the problem with the modern football fan. We talk about this a little bit tomorrow with Deegan on Patreon, right? The modern football fan sees someone like a Mowbray and goes, really? Mowbray? Is that what we're going with? Because they don't look at, right, Mowbray has a proven track record of stabilising Championship clubs. Like, he sorted out Blackburn when they were in a mess. Like, because every appointment now has to be like a really fancy appointment or like a smart appointment or it just has to look good on a graphic. And Tony Mowbray doesn't look good on a graphic, like as harsh as that sounds. And I think now he was absolutely the right appointment at the time. And I still think he deserves to see the end of the season out. But the fan base, as Scott might sort of like attest to, the fan base is a little bit split on Mowbray, which is a bit weird because there are some that are like, hey, you know what? He's an old guy. He's a bit fucking doddery and he's got no plan B and get rid. But then there's also a lot of people who are like, hey, you know what, fair play. He came in, he's rolled his sleeves up, he's got us playing some incredible football, and yeah, like, he deserves to finish the job he started. But I also think that the timing is, I get the impression they've been told that someone's available. I get the impression, and I'm basing this on nothing, okay? No inside knowledge, nothing like that. I get the impression that they know someone is available right now, or in January, and therefore they're getting it ready now because then they can start making inroads into transfer targets, which, as a Sunderland fan, is ridiculous to think that the club is finally in a position where it can be forward thinking. Like, rather than being reactive and panicking and going, we'll appoint someone with a couple of days left of the transfer window after already giving the manager 8 million quid in the transfer window to waste, knowing that we're going to sack him. That feels traditionally Sunderland. I get the impression they know who they want, and I think they know that he's available now. Like, so I think the wheels have now been put in motion to get that to happen. And I feel as though, maybe this is misguided, but I feel as though the transfer targets are already being worked on as well. Like, that's like, you can quote me on that if you want, and I'm sure in a couple of weeks when I'm sat going like, I can't believe they've not got someone yet. But there's just something about it that I feel like something's already done or is progressing, because otherwise it just seems really stupid. Ottoman's goal's in. Does that make sense? I'm not even reacting to any comment about like Steve Bruce or like any of the crap names that have been mentioned. I'm just letting people like riff off on that. But that does that make sense, Scott? Like, it does feel like a different club now to like how it was. Duff leaving Swansea could be lining him up. No, it won't be Duff. Like, okay, here's my pie in the sky thinking, right? My pie in the sky thinking was that if Duff has left Swansea, then potentially Sunderland were going, should we at least have a chat with Graham Potter? Like, it might not be that, but because obviously there's the link with Swansea, and Potter probably won't go back to Swansea at all, but there's a potential that Sunderland maybe went, you know what, let's do it before just they might go. Like, Potter's going to manage England next time. We all kind of know that, really. But I just wonder whether it was something like that that's the trigger that then sort of goes like, well, actually, you know, or you hear on the grapevine that someone's not going to sign a new contract in January and at the end of the season. It's like, and there's a manager going like, you know what, I'm not staying. Like, I'm gonna walk out. So all of a sudden you're like, you know, word filters back. Like, it's like, oh, okay, like, who's this? I mean, and, you know, let's not forget that they were in the summer. They were talking about the guy who's now Nice manager, and he's now third with Nice. So maybe Speakman does know what he's talking about, you know. And like, looking at some of the players he's brought in, he's kind of bought a bit of time with me as far as I'm concerned, like, because he's done quite a few things right. So I feel a bit more confident that he might get this decision right, actually. How do you feel about Neil Lennon taking the job? Neil Lennon won't be taking the job. Not at all. Neil Lennon might want the job, but there's no way he's even getting an interview for the job. Like, and that's the calibre right there. Like, old Sunderland would have absolutely gone for Neil Lennon. Like, old Sunderland would have done that. But this feels like a different Sunderland, where I think that they're happy enough to say we're not even entertaining Neil Lennon. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't even be like a thank. Like, Neil Lennon probably wouldn't even get an acknowledgement that his email's been received. Whereas, like, 10 years ago, we'd have been like, get Neil Lennon in. Him and Paul Lambert. Do you know what I mean? Like, go for that. Like, old Sunderland gone for Grace and Allardyce and Warnock. But they all would have worked. Warnock would have worked. Allardyce did work really, really well. Grayson probably would have been a poor appointment, but we'd have gone for him, you're right. Absolutely. Whereas now, I think unless it's Will Still or Graham Potter, I don't think they'll go for an English coach. I think they'll go for a foreign coach. That's where I think. Cade Martin, serious question in the pre-editor, how to edit a league to encourage the teams to spend money on player development instead of buying players all the time. I don't know actually, Cade Martin. I've not even got the pre-game editor. So if anyone in the chat knows this, then obviously let Cade Martin know. Regal, appreciate the follow as well, by the way. Very kind for that. Welcome in, welcome as part of the squad. Well, Sonia, forgot they were League One a couple of years ago. They were. And not very good a couple of years ago either. Like, we'd been in League One for a while, to be honest. Yeah, it took us a few years to get out. Could be too risky for a successful League One guy. Oh, yeah, like, it won't be. I genuinely don't think, and as I say, quote me on this, I don't think it'll be anyone from the British Isles at all. I think it will be someone from abroad. That's my thinking. It won't be Heckenbottom. Because with all due respect, why would they go for a manager that's not done very well? Like, I know he used to play for Sunderland, but still. I just think that Neil Harris wouldn't surprise me. It would be a terrible surprise. He's now the Cambridge manager. A huge surprise, in fact. Yeah, he was named the Cambridge manager yesterday, I think. Just throwing ex-Barnsley managers' names at you. throw them away. Throw them away all you like. Oh, Clue, those mid-season breaks are grim, aren't they? You should try managing Uruguay's second division, because if you win the Uruguayan second division, you only have to play 14 games, and then you have a 3-month break. Oof. You have a 3-month break, and then you've got to then you go to the next season. That's long. That's long. Heckenbottom did an excellent job. He did, Matt. Obviously, questions now then for yourself. How do you feel about A, him going, and B, Wilder coming back? What's the thoughts there? Are the fans like where are the fans sitting with that one? Ranieri for Sunderland. Old racist Ranieri. 40-year-old who was top of the Swiss or Czech league incoming, like that sort of manager, like the most. Okay, here's the thing: the most British it will be, and I'm going to pick my words very, very carefully. Country us with another goal, by the way. The most British it will be Kevin Muscat, and he's Australian, right? That's where I'm thinking. What a volley! What a volley! If it's not Will Still, which I think they will approach Will Still, I don't think they'll get him. Actually, I don't think they will get him. But Kevin Muscat will be the most British one that they'll get, and he's Australian. Like, Sablé is up there as well. Absolutely. There is apparently talk there, and again that being able to speak French is going to be key, given the amount of French players and French speaking players we've got in the squad. And with all due respect to Tony Mowbray, I don't think his French is much better than mine. And it would have been O-level French he did back in the day. In fact, he probably didn't even do French, because there was probably the idea going, we're not going to learn another language, we're not going to travel. No chance on Solskjaer. Solskjaer Swansea would be interesting, actually. Sable was a fencing sword. Sable was married to Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? Muscat's been linked with a couple of jobs and done well in Japan. Yeah, and also there's the blueprint now of Ange. And I think that teams will now... Oh, it's Brock Lesnar, that's right. Oh, Deborah was Stone Cold, wasn't it? And I think now people are a bit more willing to take a chance in Asia. So, yeah, Muscat's done a great job. So I think he will be in the Premiership at some point. Or maybe the Championship. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think Sunderland might look at that as an option, but even then, I'm not hugely convinced. I feel the fans had turned them after the last couple of performances. Where I'm at Heckenbottom here, by the way. Feels like the players had given up. No manager had kept us up this season. The board sold the best players from under him. Fans are split on Wilder, probably 70% for. I mean, 70% is good though, isn't it? Like, you know, if you've got that in your back pocket, even if it's 60%, that gives you a bit of a start. Comes in, knows the club. I mean, it's a difficult time to come in, isn't it? Like, you know, But yeah, good luck for the rest of the season, though, Matt. I know it's a tough spot for you to be in, but just got to do what you got to do, isn't it? Muscat was a dirty bastard as a player. Weird, he plays expansive football now. But this is the thing, though. Like, it's almost because of the fact that he's a dirty bastard that he knows how to play expansive football, because obviously he knows what he wants to essentially stop. Like, right, this is the sort of thing that I would have kicked all over the place. Gattuso as well plays pretty decent football, I believe. Obviously Simeone is very much a kind of like plays it compact, but again he's got a little bit of interesting formation, interesting sort of movement as well. But yeah, I think there is some interesting options out there that are slightly off the beaten track now, and I think that's where we are with football now. I think it's no longer jobs for the obvious boys. Joey Barton is a grade A, is a weapons grade bell end, is what Joey Barton is, and that's all we've really got to say on the matter. Like, anyone who follows Joey Barton on social media still, have a word with yourself. Like, you need to have a word with yourself. Like, yeah, he's just a prick. He's always been a prick, and yeah, he's getting the sort of the comebacks that he deserves, to be honest. Fabio Grosso jumping out of the frying pan of Leon into the fire of Sunderland. Stranger things have happened, Jogger Benito. Stranger things have happened. How long until he's on a Sean GB News? Yeah, him and Nigel Farage. Oh, they cancelled me. I'm too dangerous. Like, no, it's because you're a bellend, mate. That's why. But yeah, Grosso would be an interesting one as well. But yeah, as I say, that's where I'm thinking in my head. Have a word with yourself, says Dan. Punch yourself in the dick till your hand breaks. Who followed Joey Barton on social media? There you go. Eloquently put. Punch yourself in the dick until your hand breaks. Should point out, because we didn't really pay much attention, but Ajalo have clearly dropped a couple of points, because we're now 6 points clear. They drew with Lividiakos and then they've lost to Khalifa or Khalife. So 6 points clear. We're now 17 clear of Lividiakos and Nicky Valou. Someone do the maths quickly. We've just got to keep winning, haven't we? I reckon we can win it in the Lividiakos game. Possibly, I think we're promoted in maybe about 5 games, possibly 4 games, 5 games, and then that's us up. Win the title at Lividiakos. Obviously, if they start dropping some more performances, some more results, then pounce again. Let's not bother about looking at other intermediaries and stuff. Can't. Super Mario's left his agent. Interesting. Demichan's injured for a couple of days. 2 games ahead. Do you have games in hand? No, we don't. No. Everyone's on 29 games. So it's basically going to be a case of just keep our eyes on Ajalos, and as long as we keep winning, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. I watched Daniel Stendhal decked him back when Joey Barton assaulted him. Really? Oh, sorry. I wish Daniel Stendhal had assaulted him. Yeah. So yeah, 29 games played, 63 points for Ajalo, 69 for us. They're away to Kalamata, who are 6th. We've got Nicky Valou. It's a local derby as well. Nicky Valou have just gone up to 4th. Apostolakis is now out, so Delajanidis is going to be playing at right back. Jean is sort of back. Do we risk Jean? Yeah, he can play 45 minutes. If he can't, we can always put Rodelic at left back and we'll go slightly bit more defensive and play as a full back rather than as a wing back. Super Mario's out. João Costa's still out. So, yeah, front two of Doumbia and Ottoman. Demishan can play out wide. We're just going to keep that squad as it is, to be honest. Nikki Valou, I knew her once. Yeah. Big rivalry. Let's get into them. Here we go. We're in crimson, obviously. They're in blue and white stripes. Just chugging a lem sip. Ball's a bit too long there. Right, 10 minutes in. Ajalo, Kalamata still 0-0. Valou clubs are rivals. They are. Them and Heracles as well. Lividiakos have taken the lead against Califare. There's one negative to Joey Barton never getting a job again. Knowing that last season was the last time the Devonport end would continuously shout that he's a wanker and a cunt. Yeah. A wanker and a wanker, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I think he's one of the players who's most universally despised, isn't he? But then, giving the ball away, that's not what you want. Hang on, touch, taking him through, good save by Chris de George. I mean, we conceded 2 goals last week. I was tempted to save and reload. Ajalo are losing to Kalamata, a penalty. Menendez, 22 minutes in. That moves us another point. 7 points now. Ottoman, corner comes in, held by Sturjakas. Again, as always, apologies for any names, for all of the names I'm butchering. I don't think I've got a single one right yet. And this is season 3. Great save by Chris de Georgios. Even the Italian names I've got wrong. Ramos headed in. Cleared away. Let's go positive, actually. Maybe he can step up. We'll see. Chris de George with collecting that as it comes through. How is your assistant manager's nativity performance? Oh, mate, Chris, he's obviously not been well, as you saw. He's great as an assistant manager, but yeah, he's not very well. So we went to see him on Tuesday, and unfortunately, he came bounding on to the stage, delivered his first 3 lines, and then like he was like a rabbit in the headlights and just froze. And because of that, he then sort of like he panicked a bit and was like, oh, and then he started crying. He got himself really sort of like embarrassed and upset. So we sat him on the sidelines for a little bit, trying to sort of like help him through his lines as he was there, and he was like, no, I'm not feeling it. So all right, fair enough, no problem. I spoke to the teachers. They were like, oh, it's a bit weird because he's been smashing it in rehearsals and stuff. I'm like, look, it happens. He's not 100%. Like, I'm sure he'll have another day of rest. He'll go back, and there was another performance today, and then Mrs. J was allowed in to go and watch today. The teachers were like, look, come and have a watch today. So Mr. J went today, and he had the same issue. He was just like, no, I'm not feeling it. So like he is under the weather. So I think it's maybe a bit of that. And I think Mrs. J was like, there's just like a stage fright on his face. So I don't know whether he's like, it's weird though, because he loves performing, and he was great when he does it. Last year was fantastic, and like this year they've given him like a bigger part because of like his reading ability and like his sort of performance abilities. But I don't know whether he wanted that specific role or whether he wanted a different part. Oh dear, we're a goal down. But exactly, like that you're sick and you got to perform. Like it's a difficult skill. Like, and I'm trying to sort of say to him that, like, look, there's been nights where I've gone on stage and I've had stage fright, and it's like, I understand how to overcome that. He's 5. He doesn't get that. So, but I try to say, look, Daddy gets stage fright. Daddy's been nervous before as well, and it's just one of those things. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because he's built it up like for a while to be like, really into the performance and like looking forward to it, and then I don't know whether it's just been a little bit of everything that's just been a bit too much, and he's just sort of like went, you know what? Yeah, I'm not feeling it, which is fair, We all have our off days. He gave it a go and tried his best. Exactly, Matt. That's all, and that's all anyone can do. That's all anyone can ask of anybody. As a parent, you just want them to go and have fun. Like, and if it's not fun, then okay, fine. Not a problem. You don't have to do this for the rest of your life. We'll give you the opportunities to try it, and if you like it, then great. You can go and do some more. We'll make those arrangements, but we'll see. As I say, I think part of it was I don't think you wanted that role. So we'll see how that works out next year. But yeah, it's a shame. Oh, Kunteritos has put it wide. Very powerful of a 5-year-old boy to be able to say no and never expects differently. Yeah, he gets that from his dad. I very much have no, not doing that. But yeah, he's the thing is about it, he's very much into his emotions. He's very in tune with his emotions. He's a very emotional child. So that's also something to be sort of like aware of, that he knows how he feels. Some kids obviously just aren't aware of it, but he's like always been in tune. Sometimes maybe a little bit too much. Sean shoots wide. Sometimes maybe a little bit too much, but yeah, it's done now. He did his best. That's all we ask. He tried. They spend the rest of the day drawing rockets. No, that's the youngest one. Youngest one drew rocket. We went for a stay and play with him actually, and that was pretty good. Enjoyed that. He'll learn emotional regulation. He can be a bit too much when he's 5. Yeah, 100%, Chris. Like, I mean, God, there's a lot of people like in our adult age who can't regulate their emotions. So if we're trying to get a 5-year-old to do that, it's not high up on their list of things to do, is it? So he'll get there. I think it's just been a long term for him, and I think he's just a bit tired and a bit under the weather. So I'm more worried if he wasn't emotional. Yeah, 100%. Like, to be a bit closed off and dead behind the eyes, I'd be worried as well. But he's very in tune with his emotions, which I really like. It can be difficult parenting him sometimes because of that, but and I think that's, as you say there, Chris, it could well be because I'm very open about my emotions, that maybe that does help him. And you're right, from a male perspective, and of course that's all I can speak from a male perspective. Get in, Sally Faye. From a male perspective, you're right. Like, I was always very open about how I feel. Obviously, I've talked about therapy and mental health, and I hope that he's picking up on that. And you've got to normalise that sort of behaviour and don't hide it, so they can then be able to express themselves properly. So, yeah, you're right. We're in a, we're at a good point in the world where we can potentially start to normalise that and change things so that his generation don't see it as any different. Never heard that men show their emotions thing. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird. Like, I don't get it either. Like, the idea that, like, if you bottled it up, that showed toughness. I never bought that. I called bullshit on that from day one. Jean with the ball through, Doumbia, but of course put men in a football ground and all of a sudden they're full of emotions. Like, bullshit. Express how you're feeling. It just makes the world a better place, right? If you can have a bit more clarity on certain things, and it allows for nuance. We've been under the cosh here, haven't we? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing, love. Yeah, except for football, of course, where that's where men are allowed to express themselves, aren't they? Weird in my family, 3 brothers, says Sean, grew up together. 2 of us are quite emotional. Third is very closed off and old-fashioned. Well, I think that probably makes sense. If you've got 3, it's a big mix of people, isn't it? Maybe there'll be a point when he decides he wants to open up, but if not, just be there to to sort of offer support for him anyway. Great ball over the top. It's a little bit too heavy though, which of course I'm sure you do. I'm sure you have learned how to interact, explain how you feel. Which one's the close off the middle child? Yeah. That's fairly normal. I would say fairly standard, isn't it? Yeah, I would say our youngest is, to look at him, you would say he's less in tune with his emotional side. Like the eldest is very much dialed in. The youngest is very much he's just reckless. But I think the more he grows up, the more he'll understand. Whereas the eldest is very much a case of like, no, I know 100% by emotion first. Ball in, headed away. And blocked as well. Now we've got a decision to make. Don't want that. Hold shape, slow down. Pull things back. Go disciplined. Time wasting. Just chill everything out, boys. And let's also bring ourselves back. Corners come in, headed away. Headed away again. Keepers obviously come out for it. That'll do. Huge win. Huge win. Came from behind to beat Nicky Valou. That is an incredible performance. That's when you know you might be champions. Do you know what I mean? Like, you win leagues like that. That puts us 9 points clear. Ajalo have lost. We are 17 points clear of Levidiakos. I think it could be on. Or the bottle job starts now. It's either or, isn't it? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, 8 wins in a row. 9 points. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So that's Pauk. So we definitely have a guy Guchas. And then 17 points. So that'll be 12, 15, 17, 18. So possibly by about Chania, we're promoted maybe. Dan Harden, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. First time in the chat. You're about to see us storm towards the title. That's what we're going for. Lots of clean sheets there. Love to see it. Mate, incredible defence, right? We went 5 without conceding there. 2 more there. We're looking pretty solid. Overall, what's that? 33 goals conceded. Still a goal a game, though. But 80 goals scored. 80 scored. 33 conceded. We've still got 8 games to go. We're going to break the 100 goals barrier, I reckon. I think we're getting more than 100 goals this season. Yeah. Up the Crimson Horses. Crimson Horses. Ah. Yeah, someone get the calculators out and work out when we can go up. Loads of players to be released. Let's scout these, shall we? Sign the scouting pool for a month because we might need them. Tottenham lost to West Ham. What was the damage? Did Everton beat Newcastle in the end then? 2-1. Oof. Can't believe you got pumped by Everton. Oh, okay. Oh, you're one of them, are you, Dan? Okay. 3-0. Solo is in. Larisa is like an elevator team in Greece. They play in the first division. They get relegated after they take promotion and goes from the start. Got you. Yeah. We call those yo-yo teams over here, like a yo-yo. Like, but that makes sense. Solo. Appreciate you being in though. Thank you very much. It is nice to have Greek representation in the chat. Christos Savestas, I believe. He's one of our better players there, potentially 2.5 star. So that's how good he is. Obviously, our intake's not been brilliant. We were expected to be really, really bad. Constantino isn't that good a goalkeeper. Stanisopoulos doesn't look good. Kalamidas, I don't think we're going to be taking any of these youngsters, to be honest. Chris Felt playing my last match before going to bed. 31st match of the Japanese Second League. Currently first after being promoted and predicted mid-table finish. Go on, Chris. Get yourself a title as well tonight, pal. You get yourself a title as well. You get a title and you get a title and you get a title. 14 finishing, 14 flair, acceleration, technique. Michalis Saltas, I'm not sure you're going to make it. Dimitris Glavanis. Again, he's lacking a bit, isn't he? They've got a real nice stadium in real life. It's got to house the monsters, hasn't it? It's got to look lovely. I think we need to have a little trip to Greece, don't we? Let's all get on a plane, go to Greece, check out Larisa Stadium. I've started following the team on the One Football app because they update the scores, and it blows my mind at like sort of 3:00 on a Thursday afternoon. It's like, hey, Larisa have kicked off. I'm like, have they? How bizarre. Like, Soleil, appreciate the follow. Thank you for that, pal. We're here every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Obviously today's Thursday, but I'm gigging tomorrow night, so we're not going to be about tomorrow night. But yeah, it's a fun save, this one, I reckon. This is a fun save. Clue, starting to get job offers from other teams in my second season in Portugal, leaning towards staying put, but never say never. That's the thing, you can never say never, Clue. But you'll know when the move feels right. You know? You'll know when the move feels right. So Postolakis can go onto the bench there. Super Mario is back. Gotzamanidis is still wanted by Lamia. Stay with Delajanidis out there. We're switching for Jean. We could actually, couldn't we? We put Jean out there. Put Apostolakis in. Come on, lads. Let's run to the end of the season. We've got this. Even in the Arsenal, how are we, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Jogo Benito, they're an elevator club now, but have a history in Greek football that many others have not achieved. First team from a Greek provincial club to win the Greek Championship, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here. A team with history. Not too bad. Good. Glad to hear it. Hope everyone else is well, by the way. If you're brand new and you're just lurking in the background, of course, you're more than welcome to. Feel free to do so. If you want to drop a follow on, again, feel absolutely free. If you want to come and join the Discord, come and hang out with us over here. That's a great idea. To be honest, join the Discord, come and hang out. And of course, there's the FM show and the Footy Shirt social to drop follows on and catch up with. So loads of content. Flying all over the place. FM show is every Wednesday. Footy Shirt social is every Monday. Great ball through. There's Doumbia. Oh, he's done it. Oh, we're going to miss him. But better to have loved and lost, yada, yada, yada. Right? Salih's coming into his own as well now, isn't he? He's starting to get the hang of the league and like bossing that midfield. Doombia's got the hang of the league, scoring goals for fun. Ajalo are still 0-0. So at the minute, I think we're 11 points clear now. Down the channel, Zuglis. Good ball in, headed away by Apostolakis. Lavas brings it out. Demircan. Go on, look at this. Got the afterburners on there already. Inside, Ottoman. Saliu. Checks, pulls it back. Should have had a go himself, I reckon. I think Saliu should have pulled the trigger there. Doomy with the corner. Whips it in. Back post. Kuntaritis picks it up. Saliu. Gives it away. Ajalo are losing again. They're bottling it. They are absolutely bottling second position, aren't they? They've thrown themselves out of the title. They've done a TJ. They've thrown themselves out of the title race. As Kavala shoot wide. Oh, it's tipped wide for a corner, actually. The first small club to win the Greek League. First club to ever win the Greek League was Aris. Okay, 1928. Excellent. See, this is what I like about like doing nation saves where I've not managed before. And I've never managed in Greece before, but I am really, really enjoying it. Is learning about the history of the league and the teams that are there and the players that are there, and chatting to natives, obviously of the country, and learning about sort of their views on like their football. And we've just given away a penalty. Winconator, managed my 5th season with CF Intercity. 3rd tier in Spain. Oh, cool. Gekas. Managed, first season ever in La Liga. Managed the team to 6th place. Europa League football, just behind Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico, Bilbao and Sociedad. Managed the team to the cup final, losing to Atletico. Mate, you need a statue built for you. That's incredible. Incredible achievement. Never even heard of Intercity FC, but I like it. That's incredible season. 5 seasons in and you're in the cup final and then into Europe. Balls at the top. Doumbia. Oh. A little bit too much there. Dieng. Saliu. Kuntaritis. Oh, Ottoman's headed it over the top. Head it down. Head it down. Avajalo pulled something back. Maybe they're 76 now. Demircan. They've pulled level. Liavas. Saliu takes it one way and shoots off the back of one of our players' heads. So, right, we're now only 7 points clear. So it might have to go to the penultimate game of the season now rather than the 3rd last game of the season. Ottoman. Apostolakis. Ottoman. Straight at the keeper. Galavelis with a save. Alright, just keep playing. We'll be okay. We can sort this one out. Oh, giving the ball away. 2-2 now, Aris. And that's Nicky Valuis, I believe they're playing. Kuntaritis inside the Saliu. Corner. Maybe in Deng. And Dieng's only on 6-5. So maybe we'll bring him off for Rapaish. Yeah, let's do that. Radelic, sorry. With a big defender on there for the set pieces. Demircan's on a 6-5. He's struggling a bit. Super Mario could come on. We could drop Ottoman down to the wing. That feels like a decision, doesn't it? Super Mario. Get him on. Is he going to leave? We don't know. Bit of encouragement. Free kick for Kavala. It's nodded. Oh, how's he missed that? Oof, we should have been 2-1 down there. They should have had us. Bring Jensen on for Saleo. Jensen's now picked up a knock. God, typical. Now, do we stay at 1-1? Respect the point. We don't need to go throwing ourselves around. I think we're 9 points clear again. It's 3-3 with Ajalo and Ianokis. Nine points could be fine. Even Drago vibes. If he goes, he goes. Yeah. Penalty. No. Oh. How, as Larisa, financially, are you in the red? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we're in the red. We're hemorrhaging money. We're actually sort of like less than £1 million in the red now. And that's Jensen out for 4 weeks now. Apostolarcus for 6 days. Yeah, we're not making a lot of money. There's not a lot of money in Greek football by the looks of it. And we're currently 700 grand, 800 grand in the red. And we're overspending on wages by 5 grand. But we have to. We had to speculate to accumulate. I was like, we're just going to have to do it, whether we want to or not, you know? I'm going to ignore any managers complaining about how other players are playing on loan. The youth system has been evaluated and we've signed 4 players who, quite frankly, are probably not good enough. But hey, why not? Why not? I did, I'll tell you what I did as well. I tried that Nugan face thing. So it's clearly not worked, as you can see. So I need to play about with that a little bit more. Kuntaritis is now out for a week. It's the fancy stadium they own. Can't own such a stadium and not be playing in the Super League with it. Financial suicide. But there is that. Konstantinopoulos has been recalled. Fair enough. Do what you got to do at the end of the day. Who's this that we're up against next? Hasn't worked because FM has changed something in the update to make it not work. To make what not work, sorry. How's the rebuild going, says Roseface? Pretty good. Oh, the unique IDs thing, yeah. Apparently it's fairly easy to fix, but that's obviously by people who know what they're doing. I think it puts an R in the config file or something, but I think Rock Roller's normally in the chat. He's going to sort it out for me. Or if anyone else has done it before and they know what they're supposed to do, then yeah, give me a shout and we can work it out. But I'm not in a desperate rush. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know. Nugan doesn't run for you, sadly, says Roseface. Really? Okay. Yeah, I'm aware there was something about it when it was like with that update in there. I was like, oh, ironically, of course, that's the moment I just went, hey, now I should put this in my game. I should say as well, by the way, right, and I can tell you a lot here as well because it probably makes sense to talk about it, but like, see how I came back and did like a little bit of like Blythe Spartans return, and I sort of like went, hey, look, here's my videos, and then like there wasn't a video for 2 weeks because I was like had extra bits and pieces on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring those videos back in January, and I'm going to get myself ahead on the game, so I'm actually going to like play some games, get those videos recorded in advance. And so that when, you know, there is like a bit of downtime or a bit of time when it's like I haven't got time to sit and edit a video or play through stuff that week, there's already stuff in the can. I think I was chasing my tail a little bit too much with that right now. And obviously with loads of other stuff that's actually happening, I'm like, oh, you know what, I need to sit down and I need to do this properly. And then watching things like Stinger doing like a great job with his Let's Play content, I've sort of looked at mine and been like, I need to make mine a bit better, to be honest. And I want to do the same with Larisa end of season videos as well. I've started a Larisa season 1 that's pretty much edited, so that's going to go up on YouTube in the next week or so. And then of course we've got season 2 we're doing. Of course we're now nearly season 3, so yeah, that's just, I thought I'd just let you know where the situation is with that they will come back. We are finished season 3 just about in Blythe. Actually, no, halfway through season 3 in Blythe. So that was one of those as well where I was like, yeah, I need to get something happening off the bar from Super Mario. But yeah, I'm also too much of a control freak. I spoke to an editor and I was like, oh, do you want to edit my videos now? He's like, yeah, cool, no worries. And we organised how much it's going to cost. And the same with the thumbnail guy. And then I was just like, Dema-chan with a header. But then I was like, but then I'm going to have to, like, you know, send him everything and explain what it is I want. And I don't really know what I want. So that's not going to help. In the end, I was like, I'll just do it myself. And of course, that means that I don't really have the time to do that. So we'll get there. We'll work it out. It'll be fine. We'll find some more hours in the day. Liavas into Delijanidis over the top. Left side of president, big lawyer. Unfortunately, the president messed up the finances of the team. Yeah, they tend to do that, don't they? Those bloody owners. Bloody owners. Salonica chairman went on with a gun. Yeah. Oh dear. Don't give Tony ideas if he bottles it at the end of the season. Liavas with an effort nodded down by Super Mario. Super Mario not a push. That's fine. Ajalo there. It's at 11 points. Servalakis headed away. Oof. I mean, surely, surely Ajalos can't be losing because they're up against the team who are bottom of the league and therefore already relegated, I think. But we're under a bit of pressure at this point. Right, Chris, no worries, pal. Take it easy, buddy. See you soon. Next time you see us, hopefully, we'll be a League One side. Salou, lovely back heel. Super Mario, Liavas over the top. No other matches, apparently, so I've either missed something or didn't know you aimed to play in England. What did I say? I can't remember. Oh, League One, did I say? Yeah. So yeah, Super League One. Is Liava on loan or a signing? He's a permanent signing. Thankfully, yeah. We did we have him in on loan last season? Maybe. I feel like he was in on loan last season, but yeah, we signed him permanently in the summer. So he's out of contract again in this summer, but I think we try and lock him down for another season because he's been pretty good. Last season we played him at centre back, remember? Because we had no centre backs. This season he's in that much more natural position of midfield, and he looks so much better, to be honest. Him and Sally have got a great understanding. Gemma-chan, Doumbia blocked out. Amazing job. He's a very good player for mid-table Greek teams. Aha, okay. That's what I like how I'm like learning about the actual players that are pretty decent in Greek football. Good balling, headed away. What's the situation with scores? Ajalo and 0-0 with the bottom of the league. Liavas intercepts again. Him and Salou breaking the play up in the midfield. Demishan pulls it back. Doumbia, Demishan, Super Mario. Oh, do we keep Super Mario next season? Like, I feel as though he deserves a shot, doesn't he? You know, he's Larisa's number 9. He's getting the goals. He's always scored. And unlike Doumbia, he doesn't want to leave just yet. Ajala will lose into bottom of the league. Oh, wow. Incredible. Incredible. You thought it was a given that Super Mario was staying? Yeah, I think you're probably right, Dan, to be honest. I think it was just that situation of, I think he'd be 32 maybe, so he's a bit experienced, which is good. They've just equalised Ajalo now. I think as with everyone, I'm a bit like, I wonder if they're going to leave. Like, Ottoman's like, yeah, I might leave. I'm like, right, but why? Like, you've literally got a job here. Like, you know, this is a good job. Like, you can do well here. Why would you want to leave? Eki Puesia? I've butchered that. I'm really sorry. But nice to have you in. Appreciate the follow. Very kind. Costa out to Ottoman. Goes round. Tackled by Sevlakis. Reckon we can replace Mario with Luigi. Oh. Yeah, a couple of mushrooms will be alright. Great challenge. Ball's played out. Demishan down the line. Costa. Goes on a run. Cuts back inside. Salut! Oh, evening from Greece as well. Oh, mate. You know what? I've seen this before. Everyone who's Greek who comes in the chat, thank you so much for being here, because we're starting to develop quite a few people from Greece who are coming in and watching the stream now. I love it. I genuinely love it. So hopefully we can do your nation and your league proud. Let me know who your team is, by the way. I know there's like people are sort of like, can't believe you're streaming Larisa. This is like amazing. Even a nomadic striker, welcome in, buddy. How are you? Nitru, how can someone seem that clueless of what he's doing? Oh yeah, about the Salonika chairman. I thought it was about me for a second. Play a fuck ton of Football Manager here in Greece, Mr. Streamer. I'm aware. You're very, 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 very passionate fans. So it's good to have you in. It's good to have you in. It's Roseface saying that. Good luck with it. Yeah, apologies as well, by the way, Ekai, if I've pronounced your name wrong, so apologies for that. I am trying. My pronunciations are dreadful. I think you broke your little toe. No. That's one of the worst ones to break, nomadic. Actually, the big toes are horror. About Cypriots. We love Cypriots as well. We love everyone. We're incredibly welcoming. We're very much everyone's welcome around here. You know, whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you're from, 100% welcome. 100% welcome. Unless you're a Newcastle fan, then we have to draw the line somewhere, I'm afraid. (2-0). The Crimson Horses go marching on. I was waiting for the Newcastle. I'm a comedian. I've got to do that, right? Yeah, if Joey Barton came in here, he wouldn't be welcome. What are you saying about Newcastle? Yeah. Ajalo draw with the bottom of the table. We're happy Newcastle got smashed. Yes, we are. I've played with Mario. Oh, have you? In the under-18s? Get in. That's a cool claim to fame. That's a very cool claim to fame. 11 points clear. 15 clear of Levidiakos now. At what point can I start saying we are going up? Like, what is Joey Barton's appeal? Well, he's the prick's prick, isn't he? It's the same reason as like why do people like Danny Dyer? The sort of people who like Danny Dyer tend to be bellends, and then they look at him like as if he's like the king, like King Bellend. So 11 points clear. So it'll be 3, 6, 9, 12 for Levidiakos. So two more wins could potentially see us be champions. Just got a job offer from Standard Liège in Belgium. Hey, if you've got Standard Liège in Belgium, send Doumbia back our way, please. Please send back. I'm a Dutch Serbian, love Greece and Greek people. Yes, Mean Wolf, that's the spirit. Love everyone. We're all in it together. That's what this has got to be around here, isn't it? Evening, Connor. Yes, my man. How are we? Good to see you. Hope life's treating you well. If you weren't in the raid the other night when we raided Connor, go and give that man some love. He's a cracking little streamer. So I say little, he's a newer streamer. So definitely go and give him some love. How's life been treating you, pal? I saw you on last night as well. Yeah, Legend got back from the Everton game, belter of a day. Oh, mate, you've had a cracking night, haven't you? And we've all had a cracking night for you, to be honest. Come on. The thing is, like, there's part of me now roots for Everton because they've been given the big points dot. Connor with a gifted sub. Bless you, Connor. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you so much for that. Oliato picking up the love. Yeah, I'm part of me is like rooting for Everton now, being like, you know what, go on, Everton, you show the Premier League, like, have it up against them. You know what I mean? Obviously, we've not got any of the German. Stefan is the next Miroslav closer. I'm presuming none of these are going to be ours. Obviously, Mikkelbust from Mulder, sorry. Oh, there's Antonio. There's the guy that we looked at, Sakis. He is genuinely one of the world's top 50 wonder kids. So let's see if we can try and get him, shall we? Next season, I don't think we'll be able to. Chinopoulos is another one there. Oh, there's another one, is there? Excellent. Notice I'm keeping our eyes out on the Greek ones predominantly, because we want to kind of try and keep them within the league. Yeah, Lauritsen. There's a guy from Oxford. Look at that. Jay Fitzgerald from Oxford. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Is the loan farm up and running yet, Tony? Or too early? Too early, I reckon. Also, I'm going to try and do it, Tom, without the loan farm. I'm aware it might not work. Right? I'm aware it might not work. But I'm going to try and see if we can recruit and sell to teams within the nation, buy players maybe slightly over the top money, like maybe slightly inflated fees. We'll see. I don't think that we're going to be anywhere near. I think season 5 is probably going to be when we're going to have to start making that decision on what we do, because we're obviously end of season 3 now. Theoretically, we should be promoted tonight, ideally as champions. Currently untouchable. If you're signing someone in the Greek league, I would suggest Chrysopoulos from AK, Vaginidis from Panathinaikos, and Zena. We've got Zena on the shortlist, actually. We do like the look of him. Mario's out for 2 months. He's definitely gone. 2 Greek and next gens in the top 20. Exactly. Chrysopoulos. So we're building that nation already. Yeah, those players are already looking better. Is it this guy here, Kostas Chrysopoulos, formerly AEK? He was on loan at us last year. Is this the guy? Is this the one you're on about? Yeah? Maybe not. Chrysopoulos. That must be him. Yeah? That is him, yeah? Okay. Vaginidis from Panathinaikos. Yeah, yeah, 9 million quid. He's definitely very, very good. Greek goalkeeper Maka Tunakis. Oh yeah. If he's going to be leaving in the summer, he's already on our shortlist as well. Actually, yeah. So we've already been looking at him. So it's good, isn't it? We're already on the right wavelength. Some of you may have actually suggested these players already. So. How have the streams been recently, mate? They've been really, really good. Really good, thank you. We've had some great numbers. So we had the opportunity to apply for partner a couple of weeks ago, which is great. Unfortunately, we've just missed out on it, so we get to go again. We're going to reapply in a month or 2 months or whatever. Just keep doing what we do. But yeah, everyone in here is just lovely, and it's like chilled out, and we just have such a great time. So I'm very happy indeed. So how about yourself? How's yours been getting on? Hopefully your community's growing as well. That's what we need, you know. Let's go again. Love it. You got to, mate. You got to. Like, there's no point getting pissed off about it. It's like, all right, cool. No worries. Not this time. Next time. We'll get there. We'll all get there. No one's in a rush, right? Absolutely fine. Scone, how's Building Nation Greece? Building Nation Greece is good. It's good, Scone. We're doing all right. We are literally, I think, moments away from promotion. Now, I think this game might secure promotion if results go our way. And then, yeah, we can be promoted with a point. 1 point is all we need to officially be promoted. Okay? Here we go. Numbers have been mad for my size. Can't believe it. Mate, it's all about that. Like, you know, there's no such thing as for my size. Like, you get the number. I always think you get the numbers you deserve. There's some streamers who maybe, like, think, oh, you know what, yeah. Like, I'd love them to have a few more eyes on them. Which is why I kind of like, when we raid, we do the raids we do. We pick people who've got interesting streams or people we've never seen before. We don't always go to raid into the big streamers straight away. Like, I'd rather give someone else some extra eyes, you know, and that's how I feel as though it should be, personally. So, like, to be fair, our hit record is pretty good. Like, most people we raided into have been pretty decent, and I think it's nice, you know, that people then do drop the follows on the new streamer, because I always say, like, you know, who knows, like, the person we raid into could end up being your favourite streamer. Like, you know, you might be having fun here, but they could raid into you and be like, actually, no, like, Connor's more my vibe, and that's great. Like, we've been fortunate, we've had raids from all the big ones, and again, that's the thing where you sort of go, like, yeah, they could well be, actually, you know what, now I'm going to stay and watch this instead. And it's just putting people in front of other people, isn't it? Going, right, what do you reckon? And it's just about taking a punt at the end of the day. Scon's doing Gibraltar. Love that. The Rock Cup. I'm dual managing. Not yet. We're still only managing the club side at the minute. We'll be managing the national team when that job comes up, though. We will take the Greek national job as well. We want to win something with Greece. But at the minute, we need to win something with Larisa first. Meanwhile, Karisteas, Maklas, Anastasio, Greeks that have left a footprint in Dutch football. Karisteas, absolutely. We're sat around 16-17 average. Mate, 16-17 average is huge. Like, believe it or not, that's huge. The average for Twitch, if you read all the literature that's available, the average audience size for Twitch, including all the big streamers, when you think of how many streamers there is, the average audience is 3. Okay? That's the average audience. Because for every Zealand who's got 4,000 in, there's loads of people who've got no one. Or 1. Like, so, if you're on 16-17 now, you're absolutely on the right track. Absolutely on the right track, Connor. You're doing great, mate. Just keep sticking. You know? All about the long game. You started Club and Country. It's going amazing. Won the league in the first and second season. Super hit. Oh, the first and second season. Kid you not, we were playing the Conference League. Yes. Love that. That's how you do it, right? Doumbia puts it wide. Okay, then I think there's a little bit of nerves in these players, to be honest. We're snatching at chances and stuff. Can't wait for you to get partner. Mate, thank you so much, Connor. That was very, very kind of you. As I say, like, you'll be there. You'll be there as well. Like, just keep sticking with it, mate. That's all it is. It's just nice to find someone else that's interesting to watch as well. Like, for myself personally as well. But yeah, once again, a little reminder there. There's the Discord for anyone who's not involved. Come and get yourselves signed up. Join the crew. Come and hang out. Come and tell us all about your saves in there. Scon in with the follow. Appreciate Scon. The FM show, of course, came out yesterday. I don't think what day I was on for a second there. Kunteritis. Salut. Excellent effort. Winkinator. I'm interested to see which clubs in the Netherlands. Netherlands is a good save as well. We were talking about that the other night, weren't we? Some interesting sides in there. Battering teams here. 18 shots, 5 on target. Keep going. Oh, no. Oh, right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Scott did my first stream after a while on the WWE Supercard. We're going away from that, mainly doing FM after the new year. Awesome. Scott, let us know, or send me a DM or whatever when you're doing it, and we'll round a few troops up. Scored the goal that sent Greece their first ever World Cup appearance. That's Karastais, isn't it? Doombia's injured. Ottoman with the free kick. Yeah, we've had a couple of people who've started streaming off the back of being here as well, which has been great. People like who you would think maybe have been there for a while now. Like Dave Goodger has been streaming because of sort of from being in here. Rich Owens as well. People like Gitos, Northern Pilgrim's been streaming from about the same time as us from the start. So yeah, there's lots of people who've got in and about it, which has been great. I think we might have to make a change actually, because everyone's a little bit gone to pop. Radeilish can go on. Faye's on a booking, so let's bring him off as well for Petralis. And Costa for Doumbia because he's picked up a knock. Of course, Mimos a Feyenoord fan. Dutch Sunderland. Nikos Maklas. There's a name. There's a blast from the past. Vitas Harlem's a good shout as well. Let's go positive. We've already pushed our lines up a little bit, but I quite like balanced. And I'm sort of thinking maybe I don't want to go too gung-ho. Because, still plenty of time. Plenty of time. It's in front of our fans as well, so I'd rather not have like a silly result. Kunteritis whips it in, heads over the top. We've got players on the wrong side, have we? Yeah. There we go. Demishan, Liavas, Ottoman turns. Apostolarkis. Petralis. It's that man Kunteritis. Maklas was a beast in Champ Man. I think he would have been actually, yeah. That rings a bell. I can't remember buying him, but I always remember Visi Vrizas. I think he played for PAOK Salonika. And I remember him because of there's just lots of V's and Z's in his name. And I was like, V's, Z's and S's. And I was like, yeah, all right. I like this guy. Demishan whipped it in. It's cleared away. Intercepted again. Demishan goes down the line. Pulls it back. Petralis. Delijanidis. Right, let's mix those crosses in. In fact, I'm thinking maybe do we even try and work the ball in the box? I don't know. A point should be enough though, they said. Ajalo are 2-0 up against Olympiacos. I think this might be a case of we would need a goal, I think, to guarantee promotion. 23 shots, 7 on target. Let's work the ball in the box, shall we? Georgios Samaras is my favourite Greek player. Celtic, man. Big sexy. Up and over the top. Well, we've got Nikos Dabrizas as our director of football here. So 11 points clear of Ajalo. Final whistle has gone. We should have won that. We should have won. Oh, I've upset everyone. We did batter them, Zeke, but sometimes, you know, it just doesn't happen. Like, you know, maybe we're a bit tired, maybe we're a bit of nerves, maybe floating around the place, which obviously, you know, can happen. Just roll it into the next game, be fine. Respect the point, absolutely. We're still unbeaten in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're still unbeaten in 11. Shianya, away from home. Lovely dolphin on their badge there. How the Greek language skills coming along? Oh, in game, probably better than in real life, I would imagine. Where's my languages spoken? Where would I find? Oh yeah, well, fluent apparently. Anyone trying to save in Japan? Not yet, Lord Jojo, but I'd like to hear if people have. We've got a couple of people in the chat actually who've done Japanese saves. So, fun fact about my Serbian part family: everyone's partisan, and you're Red Star. It's gonna cause issues, isn't it? Yeah. Dieng can now speak Greek. Asking Doumbia. He can also speak Flemish. Now he's off to Standard Liège. Standard, not even good Liège. Not even like the best Liège, just the standard, the average. Hold a team meeting. Oh. Come on then. There you go, look at that. We've done a team talk that says we can win this, and they've went, yeah, we probably can. What is this madness? What is FM24 all about? So yeah, so this is just another point. Should be enough, right? Oh, hello, Lucas Mattia. They looked at you and said, nod and agree, lads, nod and agree. Yeah, exactly. Just fucking do what he says. Do what he says. Team meeting, games broken. AKB versus Ajalo. Shania versus Larisa. This is what it comes down to now then. But still, it still doesn't come down to this. There's still loads of still about another 5 games to play. If we're being really picky on how much before the season's over. Shania is in Crete. Oh, okay. See, this is the bit of the game I'm learning. Win here and it's done. Players on the beach for the next 4 games. Pressure's off. Just do what you need to do. Let's try and chill them out a little bit. Let's not go in there. Also have OFI Crete. Well, we interviewed for. Well, we were going to interview for Crete. They came to us and we were like, nah, we're all right, thank you, we're fine. But of course, we are looking to build a nation, not just build one club. But moving to OFI just didn't seem like the right idea at that time. Doumbia, great ball through. Ottoman, how many touches did he need? Too many is the answer. Too many. I think my save now might finally be the one where I build a new stadium. Oh, yes, Render. Where are you at, by the way? Where are you currently managing? Bit of encouragement. It looks like there's only 7 points now. It looks like Ajala might be winning against AKB. So they're starting to make that end of season a little bit more respectable now. We've given away a penalty. Apostolarkis has gone throwing himself in. Ajalo are winning in Gibraltar. We all have the same stadium. I've seen that. I saw it. We mentioned that on the podcast. Zelos, what a save! What a save from Christos Georgios. Amazing stop. What a save. That's the biggest punch away I've ever seen. Insane. Big hands. Big hands. Change that. Celios didn't miss a penalty. He had a penalty saved. Right? But poor Apostolarkis giving the ball away. Giving the ball away. Give the penalty away. Gives the ball away there. Great challenge that from Manjol. Enjoy. Players are a bit nervous. Cleared away. Doumbia rolls him. Oh, here we go. Counter-attacks on. Doumbia. Ottoman. Oh, that's what we want. Yeah, and Dodge just throwing himself in. That's why we signed him. Go, give it a bit there, lads. Him and Dieng at centre-half look pretty decent pairing, don't they? Ottoman, I think he scuffs that, but he's not bothered. It's a captain's finish. Simonidis. Liazos. Oh, great finish. Okay. Okay. Let's give it that, is it? And we have to press, aren't we? I mean, we're set up pretty well. But then, yeah. Who was running? Is that Ottoman, is it? Yeah. Ottoman's not quite sure whether he needs to be where he needs to be. Mr. Maggio, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're well. If you're not following Sam Maggio, why the devil not, everyone? Of course, he's not only a fantastic streamer, but also one half of the Footy Shirt Social. So if you're not watching that, then why the devil not? Life's good, thank you, Si. Life is very, very good indeed. We are basically like a couple of games away from winning a title with Larisa. We're a point away from promotion, we think. So theoretically, we should get promoted today. But we're 7 points clear of Ajalo. They're winning their game now, actually, which is unlike them in the last few matches. And yeah, we are not... Well, to be fair, we're up against it in this match. Shania are playing pretty well. A title, I think I clicked on the wrong stream. Oh, it's confused everyone, don't worry, Si. Confused everyone. We've got Fraser, who was in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He was definitely in the chat earlier. He came in and was like, I've not been here for a while, but why are we in a title race? I was like, yeah. I was like, is there something wrong? I was like, yeah. So Liavas in for Ottoman. Oh, he's put it wide. Still a few games to throw it away. Yeah, exactly, Zeep. Exactly. Can't believe people think I'm going to actually win the title. Surely not. If we know anything around here. Yeah, evening, Jord. How are you, bud? Oh, dear. It's almost like Jord turns and goes, oh, good. Yeah, we're losing now. That's fine. Not enough phony Tony. It's not, is it? This is getting a bit silly now, isn't it? This is almost like... It's almost looking like I know what I'm doing, and then the game just goes... Yeah, about that. Let's maybe stop it, shall we? I'm like, okay, yeah, fair point. So, I think we do have to... What is this cursed timeline? You got an ad as soon as I conceded. Yeah, sounds about that, Jella. What would I not stoop to depths about? I'd stoop to most depths. Oh, saving and restarting. God, no. No. We're not gonna save and reload at all. Demand more. We're gonna berate them in a second, Jug Benita. We've changed out everything. All of our players are done. Right. Let's see what comes from this. Still more than enough games, though. Oh, I can't believe that's ridiculous. Still more than enough games to win the title and to get promoted. 6 points clear. We were 11 points clear before. More passion, more energy. I think the players are just a bit burnt out, Scott. I think they've got to the end of the season. I think they're a little bit like, oh shit, that they're shell shocked that they're actually in the the title race. Zetha, welcome in. No attacking. I mean, look at it. We've been battered all game. Yeah. I mean, this is our first defeat in 11, isn't it? 11, maybe. Of which I think 9 of those were wins. 6 were on the bounce. All this as well, given the fact that we saved a penalty early doors. Corner coming in. Doumbia. Come on, we've got some big players to aim for in here. That's Radelic. Need him to get his first goal. 6'7", jumping reach of 20. He was brought in for one reason and one reason only. Set pieces. Penalty? Oh, no, apparently not. Apparently not. No penalty. No, not at all, Zeep, apparently. I'm with you on that one. I thought it was. Liavas. Right, okay. So we've lost that one. That's fine. Oh, see, they are now getting a bit pissed off. I think what's happened is I had a good press conference and I had a good team meeting with them, and I was like, right, everything's gonna be fine. And then since then, it's kind of been a little bit like at odds with each other. So I think we maybe have to possibly be a bit more like softly with them, I think. Yeah, let's do a team bonding in there, actually, I think. So, Levidiarkos. This is the match we thought we were going to win the title. And it turns out it might just be the game that we get promotion, which, to be fair, again, if you'd have offered me that at the start of the save, I'd have taken it. And Doe is now out for 3 weeks. But look at this guy, by the way. We brought him in January. What an absolute monster he is. 6'3", Albanian and Greek. Worth nearly £2 million now. He's got a contract till next season. Remember, he's got a contract till next season. He's not going on a free transfer. He's got a buyout clause of £3 million as well. So we're making sure if he goes on our terms. I don't think Radelic can play. I think it's going to have to be got some Anidis. We play him actually when Jean maybe comes out. No. Delajanidis can go on there. Kotsamenidis is going to have to play. Oh. Keep him even if he's unhappy. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, we just got to be like, no, you can't leave, mate. There's no way you're going anywhere. There's a talented Cypriot Shalwa named Stelios Andreo. If he's got talent, he's probably not coming to us then, is he? Yeah, 6.6 million. He's nowhere near us. Nowhere near us. Also as well, because I've got attribute basket on, I can't see these players properly. So promotion race heads to the wire. I think we'll be fine. I think we should be okay. Theodoridis is up there for the Player of the Year. And on our shortlist, because of course we're trying to buy him. Doombia's there as well. Look at Doumbia. Look at Doumbia leaving. 17 and 32. Demishan. What's his contract situation at Bayern? He's got another year. Do you reckon he'd stay? Do you reckon we could extend his loan another year? Actually, let's see if we can do that. Demishan, make offer. Test in a different environment. Hold a team meeting again. Well, we were fine before. They're happy. They're happy with that. Good. What's happening with the coefficients? Are we moving up? 13th. So I think it is improving. Worry about all these players in a bit. If you want to buy a player, there can be the next Messi. Costa Elitis. He's expensive, but his potential is wow. Well, there's the word there is expensive. Expensive is going to be the issue. What you should do, though, if we're about to get promoted, is get yourself a VPN. The VPN of title winners. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You're going to take the blame. I mean, don't take the blame, Zeep. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. I'm the reason, not you. Valores can be on the bench. Got some Benitez, 52% health. I mean, we're going to have to go for it. We're going to have to go. Come on then, everyone. This is it. This is it. This could be the match that sends us up. Might not be the one that gives us the title, but let's go for it. Okay. We're, of course, in crimson. They're in green. Big match. Big match. Sean in with a 3-month sub. Appreciate you, Sean. Dimbu hits the corner in. Punched away. Delijanidis. Oh. Antonis. I can tell you some good names in the Greek league that can increase your team for next season. I mean, you're more than welcome to throw some names in there, Antonis. We've got no budget at the minute, but yes, feel free to fire names in. We've gone down. We've got a penalty. Ottoman. Get in. 13 goals for Ottoman. Got the captain's armband on. Smacks it into the net. That's what we need. What's the scores look like? Ajalo and 0-0 with Heracles. Saliu. And it's in front of our home fans as well. Saliu plays the ball off the back of Kunteritis' head. Saliu gets it back. Kunteritis. Oh! Let's go, Crimson Horses. Rise, the Queen of the Lowlands. Ottoman. Oh. Actually, where's the... Jean's taking a knock. Saliu loses the ball. Ion Kuntaris has picked it back up. Drilled it off one of our players. Jean's out of position. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, just a big push there by Gotsamanides. Right, we'll bring Jean off because he's got an injury. Marcos Leonardo just been relegated with Santos. Yeah, have you seen that great finish in the top corner? Have you seen them setting the fire to a bus? Incredible, isn't it? Cantero, top corner, 1-1. Aijalos are winning as well. So from celebrating our title with like 7 games to go or whatever, it looks like we're going to go to the wire now. Demishan. Ball's played in. Delijanidis. Cuts it back. Saliu. Oh. Who set fire to a bus, Katie? The Santos fans. So Santos got relegated. They're one of 3 teams who've never been relegated, I believe, in the Brazilian top flight. Got relegated for the first time in their history, and then they set fire to a bus. Yeah, bit grim. Katie in with a sub on the Prime for 4 months. Thank you, Katie. Very, very kind indeed. It's also sad to see how the real Ronaldo looks now. The only Ronaldo, I believe. Yeah, wasn't he like a chairman or owner of like Sociedad or Zaragoza or something? Great ball through. Dumbia. Back in front. Get the Baileys on ice. Valladolid. I could have, I tried. I went with tried. Ronaldo Nazario, who's 200 kilos on camera. Yeah, still a hell of a player though. Still a hell of a player. Aijalo 2-0 up against Heracles. Ball's crossed in, headed away. Only as far as Dumbia. It's a good cross in. Oh, that was nearly a third. Saliu floats it in. He pulled it down. To be fair, he was 150 kilos when he was playing. He was pure muscle when he was playing, wasn't he? When he first broke out, he was lean. Well, he wasn't lean, he was big and strong. Such a great player. Like one of my favourite players of all time. R9 Ronaldo. R9 Ronaldo. Oh, you try and stop that lad. Just couldn't. He could do everything. Ronaldinho was a superstar as well, wasn't he? Like, you just forget like how good these players actually were in real life. I think it's only with time and distance from those players. Like, I think there's some young people now like have got no idea how good Zinedine Zidane was. Just none. Just no idea. They're like, Zinedine Zidane? Well, like, like it's not as good as Jude Bellingham. Like, yeah, he absolutely is. He absolutely was as good as Jude Bellingham. He's better than Jude Bellingham. Romario was amazing. Yeah. Incredible player. Cafu. Like, Jude is doing well. He's doing very, very well. Sion. I'm certainly not taking anything away from Jude Bellingham, but I think to look at, as you said, he's got an entire career ahead of him. Owen Hargreaves started off fantastically and tailed off. There's loads of people who've started amazingly and then burnt out. But yeah, Jude's definitely good enough. But is he Zidane levels good? Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm 20 and Bellingham even worth half of Zidane's feet. Yeah. Great header. Oh, just wide. Ronaldinho isn't in jail anymore. Oh dear. Poor Ronaldinho. Not that he's out of jail, the fact that he was in jail. Dumbia. Over the top. I saw someone compare Reece James to Cafu the other week. What, in seriousness rather than sort of... Because Alan Hutton's the Scottish Cafu, everyone knows that. But were they trying to say he was genuinely as good? Reece James isn't even the best right-back Chelsea have ever had. Never mind the best right-back in the world. Regal, late 80s and 90s were probably the peak of football in terms of the number of best players around at the same time. Potentially, but I think you could maybe look at the same right now. I'm sure there's players who are at the top of their game. And again, we'd look back with, a little bit of hindsight in a couple of years, and we'd be like, oh God, I can't believe these players all played in the same time. Like, isn't that amazing? But yeah, I think just to see some of those players on a pitch, it's like, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Makes James isn't the best footballer in his family. It's 100% true. Lauren James is a baller. She's so good. They play right back, and that's as far as the comparison goes. Yeah. They've both once played as Chelsea on FIFA. Well, they've both once played as Brazil on FIFA, probably more accurately. Delijanidis, Kuntaridis. Delijanidis back inside. Not a penalty. Doesn't need to be. Salyu. Delijanidis. Dumbia! There we go. 3-1. That'll do. That's us promoted, I think. Is it us promoted as champions, or is it just us promoted? Oh, we're going to miss Dumbia's goals. We're going to miss Dumbia's goals. A lot of these players would struggle today if you pick them and just drop them there now. Well, different. You're right. It's a different world in its side. Like, those sorts of players would be very, very different in this game. I don't know if they would. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, would you? Like, where would Pirlo fit? Where was Zlatan fit in the modern game if he was like sort of at the peak of his powers? Kind of. I think he's called Erling Haaland, isn't he? Penalty. Doumbia goes down. Is he going to get his hat trick? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. 20 goals for the season. And that is us promoted. Messi will probably get absolutely hacked to pieces in the 90s. Yeah. And 70s, so yeah. Carlos and Cafu played in defence. Well, Brazilian football is basically just everyone's a striker, isn't it? And then it's like, but you're the 9th best striker in the team, so you're right back. Okay? You're the 11th best striker in the team, so you play in goal. That's how Brazilians work it, surely. Remember Messi was set to join Rangers on loan. That was the McLeish, wasn't it? McLeish had tried to sign him. Him and Xavi, I believe, wasn't it? That's us promoted. We've gone up. Get in. First objective ticked off then. I did done a thing. I did. You're right, Jord. Doumbia gets a goal bonus, but you know what? The fact that Doumbia is like, oh yeah, now he picks up a goal bonus. It's like, yeah, but you're leaving though. Like, we've literally given you $5,000 to leave. Crack out the bubbly. We crack out the bubbly when we get the title, Jord. We have a transfer budget of 0. But we've doubled our wage budget. So that's good. Okay, we're spending 29 grand. Or we're spending 32 grand actually. And our wage budget is now 63. So the Larisa faithful are happy. The monsters are happy. Yeah. They've already called me a bona fide legend. There we go. I'll take that. The club favourite noted that such an achievement had been expected by almost nobody, and due to Jameson's capable leadership and tactical acumen, they are now truly able to celebrate a memorable outcome. So, there you go. Tactical acumen. So yeah, expectations was to be in the top 3. That's what they said. They said expectations top 3, but we've gone up. So we were in the top 2. Can we finish the season as top 1? That's what we need, right? Thank God RDF is your assistant manager. Yeah, I would like to thank RDF for doing all my work, please. So we've got 3 games left, and we have a 6-point lead. They missed the punchline. Hey, now. Hey, Uzo for everybody. Yeah. I'll get the Baileys out in a second. When we celebrate the title. We're up against second bottom Gluchas. Kit Simmons can now speak Greek. 1 free gyros and a beer for everyone. Yes. Bailey's trifle. Oh, could you imagine? Team meeting about the title. They're encouraged. Encouraged is fine. I'll take encouraged. Delajanidis out for 8 games. He's gonna miss his moment. He's not gonna be able to pick a medal up. I'm projecting a bit there. I know bigger all about tactics, but the breath mints aren't there. I'm glad they take a gyros. Oh, pork and tzatziki. Yes, please. Yeah, get your gyros in, everyone. I mean that. Oh no, that's the ones that haven't been signed away. I thought it was very much the sort of like the damning. I've looked at your youth prospects and we're not signing anyone. So we're playing second bottom. Gustash and Ajalo are away to Nicky Valou. Come on then. 3 points incoming, please, everyone. That's what we want, right? Super Mario's still injured. And Dodge is injured. It's fine, we can still play him good. Right. Let's have it then, shall we? Up the gyros. Is it gyros or hyros? I'm going to call it gyros. I've butchered the language completely. Like, why not? Why not just butcher more? Obviously, as well, what's going to happen now is gyros. Any youth players that need game time if we win the league, we'll put them in. Once that league is in there. Remembering that York gyro now. Oh yeah, absolutely gyros. Nice, I say correct. Get in, yeah, right up the gyros. So come on, Crimson Horses are here. Yes, Parnell players. How are we, buddy? Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Welcome into the what we think is the title party. 3 games to go. This should theoretically be us being crowned. Kuntarite straight in, the keeper. Of course, don't forget the Slovaki. And a Greek frappe as well. Demeshan. Crossed in. I might go for a frappe over the weekend, actually. I've got to go into town. I've got some friends coming down. So, might go for a frappe. Cleftico. Is that what it's called? Is it a Cleftico? Oh, ball through. Doumbia. Offside. Yeah, they've caught me out on that one. They've caught me out. Christa Georgios. Launching it up. Doumbia. Demeshan. Puts it in. Doumbia. 21 goals for the season. For the man that signed from Mali. Wonder if VAR's in the next league. Oh, I don't know, actually. Don't know. Anyone got any ideas? Anyone played in the Greek top division? Do they know if it's the thing? Jean picks up an injury. Ledelic can go to left back. Gotsamanidis is going to have to come on. Oh. And the foreigners more relaxed. The foreigner rules more relaxed. I think they're the same, actually. I think we're maybe allowed one more foreign player, possibly. But to be fair, they're pretty relaxed even in the second division. The big thing for us is that English players don't count as EU players, non-EU players. So we can theoretically bring, when we improve, we can bring English players in and then, of course, sell them off for better money because they've got high reps. So if we can even get them into the league in the first place, of course. Like, we might end up bringing players in from, like, Preston North End or something, but obviously no disrespect to Preston North End, but you know what I mean, right? Ottoman! 2-0. Greek flags, Larisa flags, Larisa badges can go up there as well. Ottoman with the finish. 2-0. We're not even looking. Ajalo 0-0 with Nicky Valou. Is this the match? City youngsters released on a free. Yeah. Signing Greece and Turkey seems to be an FM meta. Nice. Because there will be plenty of those players, you know. Every time we say Ottoman, I think he's saying Ottoman. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is why we say he's part of the furniture, you see. Kunteritos, Radelic. The man is meant to be in the box. Doumbia. Apostolakis. Great ball in. Keeper's come and collected it. Makatinakis, the keeper, launched himself up there. Saliu. Will he stay now? Will he stay now in the top division? Demishan. Great ball in. Kunteritis heads it over the top. Okay, make your case for players to stay for next season. Or more importantly, make your case for who's going. Why has it got some Manidas? Sell the lot. Proper Greek stuff. just going out. All gone. Oh, Saliu over the top. I think we definitely need a better goalkeeper. Definitely. And we might have to replace Jean at left back as well. I know he's good, but if we can get a better left back, we'll be well happy. And as always, central midfield's always going to be a concern. Particularly if Saliu doesn't fancy it. Oh yeah, and of course, yeah, up front. Yeah, we've got to replace that striker we've lost, haven't we? Damn it. Keep us shaky, a couple of better defenders and a goal scorer. Yeah. Get the scouts out to the Balkans. Serbia, Croatia, Romania, Bosnia. Yeah, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. I think we do need to get some Greek players in the team, though. So I don't think we've got too many now. Ottoman. So obviously we've only got 8 foreigners we're allowed. 8 players who count as foreign. It's like non-EU players, essentially. Ajalo winning. Levidiakos are winning. Keeps us 6 clear. We need better Greek players and must hit bullseye with the foreign players. Yes. Get the players out to Australia and the USA. Yeah, exactly. Dual nationality players is a great one. Definitely the way to do it. Ottoman clears it. No one picks it up, though. Well held, Christos Georgios. I know he's not a Super League 1 goalkeeper, Christos Georgios, but he's looked fairly assured since he's come in this run. I'm not suggesting that we even consider him. Demishan makes it 3. But he's done much better than I expected him to do, to be honest. Because he's been sat on the bench for ages. Markajani's been like pretty much he's been the first choice, really, hasn't he? And then Christos Georgios, when the opportunities come, he's taking it with both hands and went, that's fine. I'm going to make the goalkeeper shirt my own. And he has done. He's done well, but sadly, I think the step up into the top division is going to be a little bit too much for him. As the number one, anyway. Sally Radelic. Good ball through Ottoman off the underside of the bar. Oh, we're quite out of position. If we can get that Zini lad in from AK, that would be quite a signing, wouldn't it? Just means obviously we're not streaming tomorrow night. You know, because I'm gigging tomorrow night. That would have been transfer stream. So the next stream's going to be transfer stream. Oh, Kunteritis has just had himself wide. Nick Thesloff is a very good scout with somewhere else knowledge. Trillis Apostolou has good Greek and Australian knowledge. Good academies with big teams. Get those players in. Get those players in on loan, isn't it? That's the thing. If we can get players in from the big sides, then we're going to stand a better chance. We might struggle now with an affiliate side because we're in the top division. In the fact, we're not going to get a club to loan players from because I presume you can't loan in the same division. Maybe. Who's the rival of Larisa? I think it's Nicky Valou, isn't it? And Iraklis. Artemitos generates a lot of good new gens. We'll keep our eyes peeled there then. I mean, our setup is dreadful. You can loan in the same division. Oh, excellent loan, Roseface. Okay, well, that might help then. Yeah. I'm thinking like sort of from an affiliation point of view. Like, so if you do like an affiliate club, you tend not to have them if they're in the same division. But if you can do it in the same, if you can loan in the same division, then they might be able to do it. We'll see. I know when you manage in England, they cancel them straight off. So. Right, we could be a couple of seconds away from this now. 3-0 for Ajalo. So the lead is only 6 points. Oh, Radelic. Great effort from distance. Lone Farmer's the cheat way. Exactly. There's the easy way, there's the hard way, and there's the TJ way. Everyone needs this. Everyone knows this. Barton's right. If we can improve the setup, then we can help ourselves. But to do that, I think we need some money first. Where we get that money from, I've got no idea. No idea if it's even possible to find money. Have a look under your sofas, everyone. Let's do a GoFundMe for a new training, for a new youth setup. Final whistle is gone. I don't think that's enough. It's going to roll on to the next match. Oh, we've won it. We've won the title. We've won the title, but with no trophy. They robbed us of the trophy. Absolute bastards. I want my trophy. I want my trophy cutscene. Do you know what I mean? Like, because without that, people aren't even convinced it's happened. I'm gonna get my guard of honor, right? And that's all we're gonna get. Greek FA have done it again. Yeah, fraud. Exactly, Joe. No one believes me now. Literally all for nothing. Yeah, might as well start the save again now, right? Who wants to do British Steel? Like, yeah, might as well. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. There we were. Everyone's getting all excited. Like, oh yeah, we might see a title. No, apparently not. Imagine no guard of honor. Yeah, they're gonna do us out of this completely, aren't they? I mean, apparently it happened. Apparently there was some sort of like, you know, ticker tape parade somewhere, but we weren't there. Alan McCormack, 14 for set pieces. Come on then, Alan, in you come. Outspoken. Yeah, outspoken sounds fine, doesn't it? Get yourself in, pal. 675, that's a lot. But I suppose if we're now going to pay top division wages, aren't we? Yeah. That's what we need to do. Did the Mission Impossible way. We signed 2 players from Generation Foot without any scouting knowledge. True. We did do that. Where trophy FA bastards FA, why hate us? Frantically emailed over. Greek FA is bastard man. Why Larisa hate? Can't believe they robbed us at the moment. It's like they come around often. Yeah. Especially on this stream. Like, you know, we don't win titles that often. Might never get one. Again. I'm off to get me Baileys. Hang on 2 seconds. I mean, I can't believe we didn't at least get to see a little bit of Greek glory. Do you know what I mean? Chin chin, everyone. Minimika, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Do we play away last? We play at home last, actually, so we might get it. I might get it at home. We won't. They're not going to show us the trophy. Been and gone in it. Take that tic-tac ball off here. No love lost either. Why the hate? Greek FA doesn't realise with Larisa are not Heracles. Well, they try to stop us winning things before. So, yeah, that's where we're at in it. Greek FA is bastard man. Why Larisa hate? Well, we might get a guard of honour, but we'll see. See whether they've been bothered with that or not. Yeah, why not? We'll play Doombeer as well. Might as well. There you go. Refresh, everyone. Yeah. Apologies if you did catch me picking my nose at that point. So that's not the best way to do it, is it? You know. But yeah, soz, kind of back. We'll see. Hey, get that card for the Greek FA, Sean, and for Twitch. That's not my fault. I tried my best. Right. Guard of honour. Stand up for the champions. Anyway, at least we got something, you know. Yeah. Done us a dirty. Sorry. Right, so we are officially champions, okay? So congratulations, everyone. Doombeer. 3 minutes in. I'm prepping my email to Twitch now. Bezos bastard, why hate TJ? Trying to say I've been cancelled. That's what it is, isn't it? Wonder if Elon Musk's interested in football. Didn't he try and buy Arsenal? Allegedly. Every goal Doumbia scores is a kick in the balls. I know. It's like because now he's found his form. All we've got to think about is, has he found his level? Obviously, that's speculative and possibly not true, but maybe he won't like Belgium. Maybe he'll come back. Ajalo losing again. They're doing a TJ bottle job. Ottoman whips it in. Kunteritis. Salou. Delagenides. He was tweeted by United for fun. Yeah. Because wasn't there talk that he was trying to buy Arsenal at the same time as Spotify was? That's right, 2-0 up. Obviously a team that's pretty much gone down anyway, I believe, but Macedonicus. Liavas in with the block. Pulls it out. Radelic. Demishan. Ottoman. Great ball through. Oh, Doumbia. Great bit of play. How we've not scored that, I've got no idea. That would have been beautiful. Would have been a great way for him to sign off. Apostolarkis, good ball in. Kunderitos heads it over the top. Feeling the vibes tonight, to be honest, on the tunes. This is like the sort of the disco version of what you play in Greece, right, for championships. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Counter-attack's on. Here comes Smet. That's right. Hold your position, lads. Nothing silly. Don't give away a penalty. That's right, yeah. Bully him out of it. Get that ball away. So Liavas, I might bring Liavas up. Actually, now he's got a yellow card. Nothing silly penalty. I know, Scott. It feels like that, doesn't it? Like, you know exactly what the game's gearing up to do. Ottoman tries to launch it. Nodded down. Kavala 2-1 up now against Ajalo. Let's bring Liavas off. Petranos can go on. This would be the ultimate TD conundrum if there's a Saudi takeover. Oh, I don't think it would be a conundrum at all. I think I'd just leave. that would be it would be, I'd leave and some of you lot would get angry about that. Doumbia again. There'll be I genuinely think that would split the chat, to be honest, if something like that happens. Because I'd be like, right, I'm out, see ya. But I do think that there'd be some people in the chat be going, I can't believe he's gone off that. Like, come on, TJ. There's people wanting me to manage Newcastle after the sports washers had left. Yeah. And I was like, no, because they've only got to where they've got to because of the sports washers. So I justified it all. That was in British Steel. And I was right. Because that Tottenham side was much better than anything I could have got with that lot. Yeah. Stick Jensen on as well. 3-0 up then. Penultimate game of the season. Ijalov pulled it back to 2-2 against Kavala. Apostolakis launches it up top. Salukas smothers it. Oh, it's how is Salukas that we released now playing in a team that's been relegated? That says a lot. Says a lot. I wonder what Carlos Camini's up to at the minute. I bet he's, fine with his decision to leave. Mimica as well, by the way. I appreciate the follow. Very kind. Cross in, headed. No, Salukas holds on to it. So yeah, 3-0. 13 minutes to go. Plus, of course, 45 minutes worth of stoppage time. Schmidt, Janulis, Prekatis. All right, nice bit of play. That'll do. Scotland 12 points off Celtic in my first season as Aberdeen. 12 points away from Celtic. That's pretty good, though, for a team that doesn't exist. And that's only a reference if you've actually been following me for a while, of course, because I went to Aberdeen. I had a terrible time at Aberdeen, and now we pretend that the club doesn't actually exist. We've burnt any memories of that. So much so, we've now got a Aberdeen. Who, what, where, who? No idea. No idea. Never seen it. I have a soft spot for them. I don't know why. I mean, I would have been if they were real. But, as far as I'm concerned, them and Atlantis. Maybe even Mordor. What are you talking about? I'm talking about imaginary football clubs, Luffy. Just a bus stop in Scotland. Yeah. Yo, the bit before Inverness. Doumbia. Oh. Aberdeen is a lad who just really, really enjoys Scandinavian pop from the 70s. Scotland Aberdeen are the John Cena of Scotland. Absolutely. Yeah. Loved by kids and invisible to adults. I don't think Aberdeen's loved by kids, is it? $3-0. That'll do. And now we have our final match of the season at home as well. So our fans can see the champions, which means we'll lose, no doubt. But what an end to the season, right? What an end. Ignatius to Larisa? Don't think so. Don't think so. Radnick have offered Redelish a contract. So he is on a short-term deal. What do we think? Is he going to be good enough to go up into the top division? Let's make a very quick decision on this now. His jumping reach has actually declined, right? It was on 20, it's now on 19. His acceleration is only 8, so he's not going to do... He's going to get torn apart in League 1. Even in League 2, he's come in and he's been okay. 10 games, 6.89. He does count as a foreign player as well. That is part of the thing. You can head some balls. Wait a minute. With Manscaped. Actually, speaking of Manscaped, because we've not plugged a Manscaped, have we? There you go. Christmas is coming, isn't it? So treat yourself and your balls, or your bumhole, whatever you want to shave. He'd be brilliant if Song had special teams. 100%. Like what we need, Jord, is we need Redelic and we need Chevron James from last year. Do you remember the guy who looked like he was brilliant but had never seen football before? So, need that. You can shave your face as well, Franco. Absolutely, yeah. Use the hedge trimmer or this, the handyman. Yeah. Shave those Christmas balls. Looking to the national team of Australia for Greek players. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. We've got the plan. We've got the plan. Mean Wolf. We're going to be doing. There'll be two. Usually it's two streams, isn't it, for transfers? Especially now we've been promoted, because we're going to have like a lot of stuff to do now. So there's next week's sorted, isn't it? There's another Australian lad there. Only Australian. Doesn't have a Greek passport. A five-side group chat got taken over today by members flaunting their business to drum up money. It was carnage. Oh dear. I mean, imagine that. Imagine that horrible behaviour. Do they want to sponsor a podcast? Imagine Tony trying to shave his face with a hedge trimmer. Well, yeah, compared to the size of my head, I would probably need a hedge trimmer to do my beard, to be honest. We should check the nations that aren't EU based but are not considered foreigners in the Greek league, like Morocco and Algeria. Yeah. Again, we'll have a plan. We will have a plan. According to Greek law, you get a passport if you go to the Greek army for 3 months. I'm going to count that as a plan B for these players. Hopefully we won't have to send any of them to war, you know. But I mean, if Salou Faye wants a Greek passport, Mao Dieng, then maybe. I'm not saying we have to do that, but I'm just saying let's not rule it out just yet. Okay? Mrs. J asked him what he's doing, and he says, Manscaped told me to. 100%. South Korean Army's 2 years. Well, there you go, see? Join the Greek army. It'll be done in 3 months. What do you think about Aston Villa this year? I think the thing is, Antonis, I think I should be enjoying the Aston Villa journey, and I should still, you know, I should have been a Villa fan, and, you know, I've been like having a great time and thinking this is awesome, but I'm having to stick to my principles, and it's fine. Like, no, the Premier, I'm not really feel like I'm missing out, but the bits and pieces that I see of them, they look like they're playing really well at the minute. And Gerrard ruined it for me. So Gerrard stopped it. Not Gerrard, actually. It was the club as a whole, because all of the club agreed that was a good idea. Not just Steven Gerrard. He didn't just turn up and go, I'm in charge now. The whole club sort of like went, yeah, let's get him in. And then they've got this thing with that like shitty betting sponsor on the front of the shirts, who, you know, had the issue with, you know, misogynistic advertisement branding, and, you know, young Asian women and stuff, and it's not nice. Like, but Emery is a brilliant manager. I think Villa have got some pretty good players. They seem to be playing fantastic football. They're doing so much better than they ever have been in my lifetime. And here I am sat not watching it, and I don't feel like I'm missing out. That's the interesting thing. I'm not sat there going, oh yeah, definitely. I'll have a little watch here and there. Like, I genuinely don't feel like I'm missing out. And yeah, I think that's how I know I'm out now. Like, I feel okay with it. Sat here researching Slovenia's second-tier manager with degrees in data science. I helped Sunderland in the next search for the next manager. That's what life is now. Doumbia, of course, it has to be him on his final match. His final match in Crimson. What a finish. What a strike. What club is Frank Lampard at? I don't think he's got a club, actually, has he? I think hasn't he left? Sean Dyche is Everton. 25 goals for Doumbia. We need to find another Doumbia, don't we? That's what we need. What a signing. What a signing. Ottoman. Doumbia puts it wide. Ottoman pressing the mistake there. Kunteritis. Oh, I've been done a dirty in the Discord there, haven't I? $45 minutes. 45 minutes left. Right, we're happy. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Hit empty stands in FM. Well, this is the thing, you know, we're the champions. You'd think they'd have been sold out, wouldn't you? Turn up to see the last cheap tickets, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. Great challenge by Doumbia. Oh, he's throwing himself in. Like he cares. That's the thing. Fun golf story. There's a mixed pro event between PGA and LPT this week. This is obviously not where it's going though. It's definitely not between the LGBTQ plus community and the Saudi Pro League. Ottoman with a header. Darlam and Lilia Vu together in the Wu-Tang Clan. Nice. I like that. Kudos has been insane. Sushek's still a warrior. Bailey fine. Watkins a handful. Diaby's get better and better. Good times to be a Villa fan. Yeah. Emery is a great manager. That's the thing. But and it's like, and what we've realised is, as always, the British media decided that they didn't like him at Arsenal, so made him out to be a pantomime, and focus on the fact that he, speaks Spanish, so couldn't pronounce evening properly, and he wasn't Arsene Wenger. So they went, "Oh, this guy's rubbish," and then he went and did really well over in Spain, and was like, "I'm not rubbish actually," and then came back, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he's decent, this guy, isn't he?" Well, yeah, he's good. He's good. I let that fly, Jord. I let that fly for the two players that didn't play for Villa. I was like, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, those Claret Blue teams, they all look the same to me, don't they? Demishan! It's not technically Ottoman, it's Ottoman. But my accent does make it sound like Ottoman. Which, yeah. Petralis on as well for Liavas. That's Plegas, he's one of ours as well, formerly one of ours. Straight across to Georgios. Do we get Doumbia a standing ovation? Let him bring him off and sort of let the fans say goodbye. Or do rinse him for every few seconds he is on the pitch. And we've paid you up until this point. You play for 96 minutes. Ludora, appreciate the follow. Very kind, thank you for that. Media questioned Wenger when he first went to Arsenal. They don't know whether it'll be a hit in the Premier League coming from Japan. Yeah, that's the thing. The British media, I can't believe people haven't worked this out. British media are idiots. They don't know. Never feel like you need to lose a game on FM after you've gone so far unbeaten. Never experienced it, George. Actually, I have. Yeah. It feels nice just to sort of keep them, just to sort of keep you back in check, isn't it? Keep him on, making him drop and do 20 after the final whistle. Yeah, I'm going to make him do laps. Right, go and celebrate with the fans properly. That's it. It's all over. We've won the championship. Done fantastic in front of our own fans. 89 points. Last season was 92. Goal difference of plus 60. I mean, that's not too shabby, is it? Arsenal and Tottenham, only teams that have been relegated from the Premier League. Everton as well have never been relegated. And Liverpool. Manchester United. Chelsea. Like there's lots of teams that have not been relegated from the Premier League, but from the top division, from Division 1 and stuff, then that's a different thing entirely as well. Ludero, love the stand-up show a few years back. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I do enjoy the fact that people sort of come back and see it again. They're like, "Hey, you done that guy?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's nice. It's nice when people see it for the first time as well. Like, because obviously for me, it's like I was 10 years old, but I forget that people see things for the first time. So yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you've just seen us win a title, by the way, with Larisa. So we have won the title. We will be playing Greek First Division football next season. So we can start to look to build Salufe, still wanted by Olympiakos and Panathinaikos. It's going to make things tough, isn't it? Olympiakos being relegated. Can we get players from them coming? Interesting. Where's the national job? Is the national job available yet? AK is potentially becoming available. So we've got that. If I actually, while we're just doing this, that's going to pause. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this now in the background. See if you can, let me know if you can hear it. Is that coming through? Can we hear it? Can you? Yeah. It's the Monsters. It feels appropriate, doesn't it, to get them to play us out. Actually, I'm going to put the link in the chat as well because they've obviously got all the pyros out as well. Needs to be a goal alert. I think it does actually, yeah. So there's a World Cup on. That's interesting. There's a World Cup on. Aris and Pauk Salonika jobs are insecure. Well, we shall see. There's Aris. AK, obviously. I mean, that seems too easy, doesn't it, going there? Pauk Salonika, though. That'll be interesting. But again, too easy. You got the Goosebumps Scott, yeah. This is the Monsters doing the monster thing. But this is like 10 years ago, so obviously they've got better since then. So Gus Poyet is still in charge. But we've dropped all the way down here. Look at this. 55th. What's our schedule looking like? No World Cup. So Europa League. Lithuania, Azerbaijan, Montenegro. Like, oh dear. Yeah, right. I think we basically take this is the Larisa fans. Yeah, this is Mean Wolf. This is the Monsters. They're doing what we're doing. Right, this has been fun. I've enjoyed it. I think what we do now is we go and we raid over to Jebaru, actually. So Jebaru's in there doing some Season 2 prep for Morecambe. So go and give him some love. Tell him the monsters are happy. Go and drop your Larisa badges in. Get your arms up. We'll see you maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday, probably Monday. We'll see. Keep your eyes on the Discord. We'll work out when we come back. But yeah, Larisa are champions. We'll be back with season 4. Take it easy, everyone. Bye now.